Hey everybody, welcome back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. I think my phone is crooked. Y'all let me know if the picture look crooked to y'all. Like from where I'm sitting, it looked like I look crooked, but I'm not sure. But if I look crooked, let me know I look crooked, okay? Okay, so I just got the notification, so people should be getting their notifications now. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing just dandy, just fine and dandy. So let me get these comments up here. And we're going to get this party started. Let me know. Make sure you can hear me, please. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. And we're going to start. All right. I'm trying to stall a little bit because my niece is making a smoothie in the background. And I don't know if y'all can hear this noise or not, but I'm trying to wait till she get done before we really start talking. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Kiki. Kiki Loves Nigeria, and this is my channel. And on this channel, we talk about things that impact your journey to West Africa. Things that impact your repack journey. Whatever impacts your repack journey, that's what we talk about on Kiki Loves Nigeria. Okay? So tonight, what are we talking about? Tonight, we are talking about the deaths, the sudden passing away of what I like to call her, the warrior of the Gambia, Veronica Histed. Okay? I don't know if y'all can hear me because, like I said, I know she's making that smoothie, and I'm trying to slow down until she get here, stall a little bit. So we're talking about that. What we're going to talk about the videos, the data that I've released to you so far. Okay? Because it's so much. I'm not finished. And I wasn't going to do this live, but then I thought it's too much information for me to try to stuff into one show. So we're going to split it up. So we're going to talk about, I think I've done like 4 videos, 4 or 5. We're going to talk about those 4 or 5 videos this far. And then we're going to talk about the other 4 or 5 videos next week. Thank you. Okay. So that's how we're going to do it. And that way it won't be information overload and people can um, watch, because when it's longer, it's really hard for people to watch the video. So good evening, ladies. Good evening, everyone. So let's get this party started. So a couple of, maybe about a week ago, I was, when we did the last video we did when we were online. Well, no, it was a video. I moved in, I think that's what's the person's name, commented in my comment section that there was another lady who had passed away in the Gambia. And I couldn't believe that because I just did a video, a couple months ago about another lady, Audrey, who had passed away in the Gambia under suspicious circumstances. Okay. And before that, maybe like a week or two after Audrey's passing, there was another African American lady named Beverly who passed away in the Gambia. So when I heard about Veronica passing away, I was not only shocked, I was like, it made me sit up and take notice. Because these 3 women that I named, out of all 3 of them, only one of them had a sickness that we knew about, that she talked about, I guess, because yeah. Okay. I hope we don't have this problem all night long. Hopefully that was the last episode of that. But it's been acting up all day. But anyway, so after Veronica passed away, when I found out Veronica had passed away, I took notice. I'm like, wait a minute, this is not normal. Even in here in the United States, this would not be normal. And the police would be investigating these deaths. Because for one, we would know how these people passed away. These three women have not had an autopsy. None of them have had an autopsy, okay? So we don't have a clue how they passed away. We just know they passed away. And how do we know? Sisters International, of course, they told us. They put it on their channel. Then something else I found peculiar after doing research on these three ladies. They were all members of Sister International. All three of these ladies were connected back to Sisters International, and all three of these ladies were tied to bumpsters. They were in relationships with bumpsters. Okay. Now, I started to research Sisters International. Sisters International, I found, was like some kind of consulting people who act like there's some authoritative figures on you repatriating to the Gambia. But from what I've been seeing, I don't think that's really who they are. I think there's somebody who's pretending like they know. They're taking advantage of your lack of knowledge of Africa, and they're exploiting that. They're making you think just because they're on the ground, they're living in the Gambia, that they have some inside knowledge on how the Gambia works. And that's not true. And we can tell that's not true by the way these women are advising these single women who have broken all ties with their family, who have a limited income, to come to Africa. To come to Africa and be on some kind of service program. It's like an indentured servitude. So basically, you're an indentured servant to these Sisters International. And if I'm wrong, Sisters International, please correct me. But this is the type of program they offer. So basically, you work for them for free. And I don't know what they do if they help you find housing. I don't know what they do for you. But all I do know is that these women are tied to them. So what else I found out during this research was that these women were all part of this secret group inside of Sisters International. They act like they're this big, broad, open organization, but they're not. They're not. This is a lady with the YouTube channel, just like us. Everybody who has a monetized YouTube channel is a registered business in their state. Kiki Loves Nigeria is a registered business. Okay. All of us are registered businesses. So, Sisters International, you need to understand that's not my name. That's just what I do. Okay. So, this business is in the business of recruiting these women to come to Africa. But once they get to Africa, somehow, some way, they're winding up deceased. I'm not saying Sisters International is doing it. We don't know who's doing it. Excuse me. We're asking the question. We want to know. And who are we going to ask? Just like the person the police is going to ask. The last person that seen them. The last person they were with. The person we know that they were with, definitely, was Sisters International. We also know there was a series of messages that they haven't been telling us the truth. And I'm going to show those videos for you, okay? My videos. They've been lying to us. They've been fabricating these stories about these deaths. And I can't figure out why. I can't figure out what do they have to gain by fabricating the deaths of these women, by lying, by covering up, by withholding information. You know, it's a crime to withhold information about a crime. That's criminal, people. If I have information about a crime, it's my duty. It is my duty to release that information. But through my research, I found they're not releasing information. They're holding on to information. And they're deciding what information we receive about these deaths and what information we don't receive. But if I can remember correctly, it seems like I remember the lady Audrey. I believe they said she died from a asthma attack. If I'm wrong, someone correct me. But these are healthy women. And then all of a sudden, except for the one named Beverly, they said she was sick. They said she had cancer and she came to Africa to die. But how do we know that? She didn't have a YouTube channel. I couldn't find much about her. See, that's another danger, people. When you go to Africa and you don't use any type of social media, so people really don't know what's going on with your lives, anything can happen to you. Anything can happen to you. And there's no footprint. There's nothing anybody can trace for anybody to trace. With Miss Beverly, there was nothing for me to trace. With Audrey, there was a little for me to trace, but not really enough. But Veronica, I was able to get down to the nitty gritty, to the nitty gritty. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to review what happened to Veronica. We're going to look at the facts tonight and talk about it. Hey, cousin, how you doing? Good evening. I'm at work, but I'm in the bushes. Thanks for listening. Yeah, we're going to talk about what happened, people. Good afternoon. Hey, lady, good afternoon to you. That's what we're going to talk about, the facts. And this little lawsuit that Sisters International is threatening to bring against me, which I welcome that, because in a court of law you got to produce your sources. I'll gladly produce my sources. I'll gladly produce this. I'm not making any of this up. Only thing I made up, and I'm going to be honest and admit that to you all right now. The only thing I made up was when I said I was a part of those groups. I'm not a part of any of those groups. None of those groups. The members that are in those groups are sending me this information. I only said that to cover for them. But now, as you see, they're turning on each other like snakes do in a barrel. They're turning on each other. And now they're accusing each other. They're accusing some lady named Dana Dixon. I don't know this lady, Dana Dixon Murray. I don't know her. LaShawn Graham, I think that's her name. These women have nothing to do with it. But you see how they've labeled these two women as Kiki Loves Nigeria. And that they're infiltrated the group and they're the ones leaking the information. And that's a complete fabricated lie. Real members in that group, people, are giving me this information. There's two groups that I've infiltrated. Two groups. The Scammers of the Gambia and Sisters International Inner Circle. Because see, they have this out public thing that they present to you all, but then they have this inner circle. And I believe the members are those people you see on YouTube, those head women, those main women you see on YouTube. Those are the members of this inner circle, because those are the people who want to be the shot callers in the Gambia. They want to decide who comes to the Gambia. They want to decide who's in the know in the Gambia. They want to decide who succeeds in the Gambia and who does not succeed. They want to regulate information that comes from the Gambia. So you can't make a wise decision when you're deciding to visit or to repatriate. I think this inner circle is filled with these women. So let's go. We're going to keep on going. And I want to show y'all some more stuff that I hadn't had a chance to show y'all that is truly, truly disturbing. And wait till y'all see this. They came from the Scammers International Group, which is full of European women. Yeah, I bet they're dying to know who's my source in their group, because my source is directly from your group. Take me to court, Sisters International, so I can reveal all my sources, and you'll have to reveal all of your messages, because there's more. There's more. I don't have time to make things up. I don't have to make things up. This is really happening. People are really dying. People are really passing away, and nobody cares. And that's just, I got a problem with that. That's a big no for me, to see Black women just passing away. And like one of my people in the comments said, one of the ladies said, and they're just being thrown away like trash. Like trash. That's a no for me, people. So 2 women inside of this group, these groups, have decided it's a no for them. And they've contacted me. And they give me information. They give me information. So, Sisters International, that's how I got my information. I told you, I use primary source. I'm getting my information from somebody who's in your group and will have to testify in a court of law that you said those things that you said. So let's do this so we can find out what really are happening to these women in the Gambia. Veronica was broke. She was broke. They weren't doing anything for her, but they come to us and tell us they support everybody. But when we get reports from people in the Gambia, it's different. And they're going to sue me for telling y'all the truth? Please do. Please do. Please do. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. So, first thing we're going to look at, like I said, we're going to go through these videos and we're going to go by the first one. And we're going to look at that and we're going to see. So let's go down here. And we're going to look at this evidence that we have. And we're going to go through it. So let me get up here and share the screen. I'm not going to play the entire video clip, but I'm going to play it so you can get the gist of the video. Okay. And once we get the general view of the video, then we'll stop it. So let's go here. So this is the very first one. So let's look at this one real quick for people who don't know Veronica. But some people on here probably don't know who she is or what she was about.
24 life-saving medicines. Be rewarded for your generosity.
I'm sorry. Some of these ads
so
I cannot hear.
Donate at CSL Plasma today.
Yeah, there's a part 2 at Icon.
Okay, hold on, y'all.
Nigeria.
Let me go here.
Hey everybody, welcome to Kiki Loves Nigeria. On this episode of Kiki Loves Nigeria, I'm going to introduce you guys to someone that I met on YouTube. She was a fellow content creator, and she was also a fellow warrior. Her name is Veronica. Veronica and I, we had our differences, and we would go round and round, but we respected each other. At the end of the day, we always respected each other because we knew that we both were warrior spirits. So, it saddens me that I got to talk about Veronica when I talk about the women who have died, who have passed away unexpectedly in the Gambia.
So remember, this is the third one. This is the third woman in the Gambia who's passed away in less than 6 months. Okay. So this is disturbing. This seems like a trend, people. This isn't something that's just happening. And what was Sisters International explanation for this? We were just old.
It saddens me that now Veronica is one of those women. So like I said, I met Veronica on YouTube on one of her videos on her safe food expectedly in the Gambia. And I saw that it was Veronica's face that was on that picture, yeah, I was just shocked. That's the only way I can describe it, is that I was shocked. So I said, I'm going to honor Veronica, and I'm going to find out. I'm going to do whatever I can to share her story, to share her story, to share her journey, to share what she lived for, and to share what she passed away for.
Because she passed away for something. Her life is not going to be in vain. I promise you that. Her life and her passing is not going to be in vain, people. I'm not gonna just let this go. I'm not gonna let them just knock her off, discard her like a piece of trash, and be done with this. Because in the Gambia, she was fighting for people's rights. Even though the fight was the wrong way to go, in my opinion, the fight was the wrong way to go about it. But she was fighting for a noble cause in the Gambia. She was fighting for a noble cause. We haven't got to that part yet. We're going to get to that part tomorrow. But see, there was things going on behind the scenes that I found made it too hard for me to believe that this was just natural. This was not no way natural. Not with the things Veronica was doing, and not with the things that Veronica was saying. You can't do the things she was doing and say the things you were saying and don't expect there to be some type of backlash. Because if they won't do it, they'll pay somebody else to do it. And that's just my opinion, people. This is my channel. This is my commentary. These are my opinions, Sisters International. And whether you like it or not, I'm entitled to those.
To share what she laid her life down for. Because just from what I've been researching, you all, well, you guys know what I think. You don't know how anyone passed away without an autopsy, without a tox screen. You don't know what happened to the person. And somebody who's an agitator, because let's face it, that's how they would describe Miss Veronica in Africa. Definitely in Africa. She's an agitator. Agitators don't.
So we're supposed to ignore that part. We're supposed to ignore that part. We're supposed to ignore that she's in Africa. We're supposed to ignore that she's an agitator. We're supposed to ignore all of that because at this point, we didn't know her house had been broken into, not once, but twice. The day she was found, her house had been broken into that night. She was found dead that morning. She was found unalive that morning. Yeah.
They don't end well in Africa. Okay. I'm not saying this is what happened to her. I'm just asking the question, is this what happened to her? So I'm going to start this series. I couldn't do just one live, everybody. I tried, but I couldn't. It was...
So this video was basically the introduction. Let me go back over here. That video was basically the introduction to Veronica. Like I was saying, this is basically how I met Veronica, was through this, we went back and forth about her safe foods mission. Okay. That was basically how I met her. So that was an introduction to how I met her and, how we got to know each other because, we weren't, I wouldn't say she was my friend, but I would call her somebody that I knew on YouTube. Because these people on YouTube, after a while, they become real relationships. People are people that you know. So let's go get this next. Well, let's look at these comments first. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm thinking. It came to me this morning. Look at this comment, y'all. This is exactly what came to me this morning. That it's an occult. It sounds like it's an occult. It's a cult, okay? And a cult is like that. They practice mind control, like I told you, people. They want to control your thoughts. They want to control what you think. They want to control what you see. They want to control what you feel. They made these women, and they still trying to make all of us think that Gambia is the place to be. When Gambia is not safe for single women. It is not safe. If you're married to somebody over there and you're with that family and you're in a relationship, that's a whole different thing than going over to the Gambia to heal as a single woman. And that's what these women are going to do. They're traumatized. They're going to heal. If you're traumatized, ladies, you need to stay in America and get a counselor or go to a psychiatrist or go to God and work it out. That's what you're going to have to do. That's what you're going to have to do. Because if not, somebody is going to take advantage of you real big time. Real big time. I watched Veronica, none of her, no, none of them. And I've been on this lady's channel since I found out. Since I found out. And Veronica spoke freely. She was not a person who tried to hide information. That's why I was shocked when I found out she was hiding information from us too, people. She was hiding information from us. She was feeding the most important information that we should know to Sisters International, who was not going to ever release it to us, who was not going to ever tell us that Veronica's house had been broken into twice. And one, she was found that morning. She was never going to tell us that. Never. But she wants us to believe that this woman was sick. She wants us to believe that this woman had asthma and just died. And the police, and how do you know that without an autopsy? Was you there? Did you watch her have the asthma attack and pass away? How do you know? I'm asking you a question, ma'am. How do you know? How do you know? You said the police told you. How did the police know, ma'am? You said you're a leading organization on repatriating to the Gambia. Ma'am, these are fair questions. You said you're a business, right? These are fair questions, ma'am. I want to know. I want to know. But instead of you answering those questions, you send me some little joke face, cease and desist. That means nothing to me, woman. I want answers. You said you're the leader. You said you give consultations to people who want to go to the Gambia, who want to repatriate. That means you have the answers, ma'am. I'm not asking you anything that's unreasonable. Every question I'm asking you was a fair, reasonable question from the data that has been presented to me. But what do? You blow smoke like you always do. You blow smoke. You blow smoke. We ain't blowing smoke, though. We ain't blowing smoke. We blowing facts. We blowing facts that's coming from your own people. Your own people, honey. The ones that sitting down smiling in your face. As soon as they get finished smiling in your face, guess what they doing? They emailing Kiki Loves Nigeria. Yeah. As soon as they finish smiling in your face, getting all your information, because you love to gloat. And the Scammers International group, scammers in the Gambia group, they love to gloat too. These two groups, they love to gloat about things that happen to African American women. They think they're funny. They think we deserve these things. What did she say that was controversial? What did she say that was controversial against who? Oh, I haven't got to that part. She was going to grocery stores in the Gambia that were owned by Arabs, okay? And she was demanding that they do food regulation, basically, like we have here, like expired food, don't sell it. Like, here you cannot sell expired food. If you see expired food, they got to remove it from the shelf. But they're not even having expired food here because they know they're going to get in trouble. So she basically was trying to take those FDA regulations and apply those in the Gambia without the backup of the government. The government wasn't doing this. She was doing this. And then she wanted control on liquor, on alcohol. She wanted to regulate alcohol consumption and use. There is no drinking age in Africa. Okay? There's no drinking age there. there's no age limit. So you can drink at any age pretty much. So she wanted to make sure they only sold to whatever she considered the legal age. I don't know what she was going to consider the legal age, but she didn't like the fact that they were selling alcohol to minors. She also was challenging them because they have check cashing places there that convert your money and where you can go get your money. Well, once you go get your money, they, instead of them giving you your change, they were pretty much keeping your change. Okay? She was upset about that too. So she was taking on three big issues. Three big issues. She was challenging the system. So that's another big issue, but we haven't got to that point yet. Okay? And instead of Sisters International warning her, see, but these are and I'm going to ask you again, Mel. These are the questions I have for you. You said you're a consultant because I know you're watching. I know you're subscribed. I know you get my notifications and everything. So, ma'am, you said you're a big consultant. You're a big consultant. Women come to you. Why don't you tell the women, single women, if you come to the Gambia, you're probably going to be in danger. It's not safe for single women there. And this is why I say this. Women, single women are targeted by bumpsters. They're also targeted by robbers. And why did she tell her, Veronica, you can't do that. You can't go around stirring the pot in Africa. You can't go around making noise in Africa. You can't go around instigating in Africa. Because if you do, you may wake up in the middle of the night and somebody's going to be in your house and you won't wake up anymore. These are the realities of Africa, Miss Veronica. So I would advise you to stop doing that. If you don't like what those grocery stores are selling, Miss Veronica, just don't shop there. Why didn't you tell her that was dangerous for her to do that, Sisters International? Why didn't you tell her she was putting her life at risk when you challenged the systems in Africa? Veronica, you're in danger, man. You're going to get hurt doing this. Don't do this. Don't talk about things that are not your business. And government is not your business in the Gambia. Regulations are not your business in the Gambia. Why didn't you tell them that? Why didn't you tell her that? Why not? Since you're consulting, ma'am, you're advising on how to come to Africa. So let's talk about liability. When a business gives false information or withholds information that can keep me safe, but you don't give me, that business doesn't give me that information. Instead, that business lets me continue, encourages me to continue to engage in an activity that can cost me my life. Man, that's the ultimate form of negligence. That's the ultimate form of liability. So let's go to court, ma'am. Let's go to court. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you tell her to stop? You weren't out there. Your face was nowhere. Hers was. Not one time did you say stop. And God, y'all, she had the nerve to say, I'm going to post it after this show. Let me write myself a note. They had the nerve to say in a little sister group who was going to take over now since Veronica was gone. Can y'all believe that? Who was going to take over the fight for safe foods in the Gambia? And guess what after that? Guess who commented? Nobody. It was crickets after that. She trying to find another fool because they know in their heart this fight for safe foods could have had something to do with her passing. We don't know. We don't know because they were withholding information from us. So let's finish this. So Quasi says, 3 female repasts died in 18 months. It shows a pattern. It is a pattern. And any official, any governing body would say, this needs to be an investigation. There's no autopsies, people. We don't know how, we don't know the cause of death. Just because you have cancer doesn't mean you're going to die of cancer. Cancer goes into remission, people. And even if it comes back, that doesn't mean you're going to die from that. There's another complication. Cancer causes something that causes the end of your life. And it's not called cancer. There's something else that'll cause your death. That's why they do autopsies on sick people. When my mom passed away from COVID, they didn't say COVID. They knew she had COVID. They didn't say COVID. They did an autopsy. My mom was 75 years old. But she was healthy. She was healthy. They needed to know what happened to this healthy 75-year-old who was getting around like a spring chicken. Then all of a sudden she down and out. They needed to make sure there was no foul play. But okay, it looked like COVID, but we need to make sure. They did an autopsy. The cause of death, pneumonia. Secondary cause of death, dementia. But I don't believe that because she didn't have no dementia. They just say old people have dementia. You know, once you get 75, they say, oh, they got dementia. But yeah, they even did an autopsy on her. Because that wasn't normal for her just to drop like that. And you're going to sue me? Please do. But I guarantee you it's not going to go the way you want it to go. Because they're going to subpoena your records and they're going to subpoena mine. Yeah. I can't wait for you to sue me. I can't wait to go to court. I'm going to love this. And where are you going to sue me at? What court is going to take this? What court has jurisdiction over this? Where are you going to sue me? Who were her enemies? Her enemies, from what I can tell, were this dude, Jack. I'm not going to say he was an enemy, but he's a person of interest. And why I say Jack is a person of interest is because Jack was not only a bumpster, and all bumpsters are not bad. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying this bumpster needed money. He was desperate for money, okay? And come to find out, in this scammers group, Jack was known to rob two-box. So Jack, because we see in March, they have this big party. Sisters Internationals are there. They have this big party. They have Veronica make them beautiful cupcakes. Remember that, y'all? And then all of a sudden, Jack disappeared. I think I saw one more video, but I can't remember where it was. But it was one more video after that. And that was it. She didn't mention Jack again. And then her house gets broken into. I don't know if her house got broken into before Jack went away or after Jack went away. Because, see, they withheld the information. My source sent me that video. That video was not out there. Only the secret circle of Sisters International had access to that information. You see what I mean? Why would you hold that information? Why would you can't, why would you hold information about a crime? Withhold it. They could help save lives. Because in my opinion, they don't care about lives. They care about consultation fees. They care about people coming to the Gambia and doing services. And they don't want to answer any questions. I don't know a businessman who doesn't answer questions, ma'am. I don't know any business out there who feels like they don't have to answer questions from the public, ma'am. It just doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. If you take public money, public dollar, if you take our money, ma'am, we have a right to question you. And I'm sure you're taking money because those consultation fees are not free. Whatever you're doing with these women, it is not free. So we have a right to demand answers. We have a right to want to know what's happening to our sisters once you talk them in to coming over there. And y'all know what else I noticed? Oh, our enemies. I'm sorry, I got off track. Let me get back to this. It was the Jap dude who was a two-bob bumpster. Her enemies were the Arab people, the store owner. I'm not gonna say the Arab people because they all weren't Arab. I strike that. I didn't mean that. Whoever the store owners were, these store owners she was going up against, they were also her enemies. Okay, they were also her enemies. So those are the two known enemies that I know of so far. And who else? We don't know who else because we don't know the whole story. We only know bits and pieces of the story. But I'm getting more information as it goes, and as I get it, I'm going to send it to y'all. Um, okay, Evan, did you understand now who the enemies were? If you don't understand, Evan, let me know so I can explain them again. The enemies were the two Bob guy. I wouldn't call the two Bob guy an enemy, but I don't know because see, I don't know how the relationship ended. I don't know if they ended on bad terms. I don't know what happened. But he's somebody of interest because he's known for breaking in people's houses. That's what he does, according to this scammers group. And he just disappeared from the scene. So I want to know what happened. Because this lady was truly in love with this dude. You could tell that. Even though she didn't want us to know, you could tell there was a relationship there. There was a serious relationship in her mind, in her heart. So I'm going to say he's a suspect, but definitely an enemy were those store owners in the Gambia. Because like I said, she was challenging them because they were selling meat. Okay, so Evan, let me explain to you. In the Gambia, the power goes out. The food unthaws. After it unthaws, instead of taking it out and throwing it away, according to Veronica, the store owners would let the meat refreeze and sell it. Now, according to Veronica, people were getting sick from this, and she wanted the store owners to not do that. She wanted them to get a backup generator to make sure that when the power went out, they had backup generators for their freezers so the meat and whatever else was in the freezer did not unthaw. Because she said they were also, she said, Veronica, they were selling expired food. And she went to the store. I'm gonna show you my videos where she was pulling out food from the counter, and it was expired. So her points were valid, but it was just where she was doing it at. It wasn't safe. You don't do that in Africa. You don't do that. Now, if I'm Gambian, you dead on right. I'm gonna do that, but I'm not Gambian. I can't go to the Gambia and demand anything from the Gambian government. How does that even work? I'm a visitor. If I don't like what they're selling at the grocery store, don't go to the grocery store, people. Don't demand change in a country where they were nice enough to let you come. They were nice enough to give you a visa. And then you're going to go over there and create chaos and havoc instead of just not going there. And after that, Evan, she started selling meat out of her home, fresh ground meat out of her home. And who was the competition? She was in competition with the grocery stores, the supermarkets, because they're the ones selling fresh ground meat. Americans, foreigners want this fresh ground chicken. Gambians probably ground their stuff at home. They're not going to that store to do that. So these were her enemies. And this is why they were her enemies, because basically she was messing with their bottom line. So if you don't understand, let me know, okay? And I'll come back and tell you some more. But I'm going to do a video about that part tomorrow. You live in the hood of Dayton, Ohio, that's for more dangerous than living in the Gambia. And look at me. And I have a double master's, an associate, and a bachelor's. And I live in one of the, well, I don't live there anymore. I just work there. I moved from Dayton, but I'm from Dayton. That's where I grew up. Yes, This is my hometown. This is my hometown. And I go work every day and do service in my hometown and give back to my hometown. Because Dayton, I love Dayton. I love Dayton, Ohio. And I'm proud that I'm from Dayton, Ohio. And I'm glad you're digging into my background. Keep on digging. Keep on digging. But you better be careful what you post about me, because I'm a real professional. You better be careful. Now, what else did you say? It is far more dangerous. Oh, look at me. I made it out. I made it to the top. So what does that tell you about me? What does that tell you about my inner strength? What does that tell you about the type of woman you're dealing with? Now let's continue to play. You don't scare me. You don't scare me. You think that insults me? You think I'm ashamed of that? I could never be ashamed of that. Now let's try again, okay? See what I mean, y'all? What was the point of that? Just to prove that I'm real. That proves I'm real. That proves I'm real, y'all. Because I could have got swallowed up by any of those traps in Dayton, Ohio. It was so many traps in Dayton, Ohio, not to make it out. A lot of my friends didn't make it out, y'all. A lot of my friends didn't make it out. A lot of my friends have passed away, and a lot of my friends are spending life in prison. But I said, no, I'm going to stick with my books. I'm going to stick with my books. I'm going to the university. I'm going to help my people get free from these curses. And you try to shame me for that. See how simple-minded these women are. See how simple-minded they are. The most simple-minded women I've ever seen in my life. Simple-minded. That was supposed to be an insult, y'all. That was supposed to be a whole insult. Your messiness is resentment of Art Kathy, who was kicked out. The family asked you to stop speaking ill of the dead. Ma'am, I haven't spoken ill of the dead. These videos, and I said it out of my own mouth, which you are not listening to, because I don't know what your problem is, and I really don't care. But this is to honor Veronica. This is to honor her. I've never done this many videos about anybody, except maybe Crazy Boy. But like this, no. Mm-mm. I'm honoring her life. I'm honoring her life. So anybody who will see Veronica Histed, the fallen warrior of the Gambia, let me look and see, who is this fallen warrior in the Gambia? That's my sister, Veronica. Yeah. No, I'm honoring her. But your mind is too simple. You can't grasp that. You can't name one ill thing that I've said about Veronica. There's nothing ill to say about Veronica. Veronica was a soldier, man. Her heart beat warrior blood just like mine. Just like mine. We come from the same cloth. Yeah, we come from the same cloth. She's a fallen warrior, and I'm going to honor her. I'm going to always honor her. But you're too simple-minded to realize that. You just want to come and just try to do some simple insults as if somebody care about that woman. I'm talking about people's lives. I'm talking about people holding on to information that's costing people their lives. And you won't hear playing. Want to call me names. Want to talk about my city. Saying for clout chasing off the dick. Listen to that. It's shameful that you want to silence me from talking about the people who have no voice. Because ultimately, that's what it is. We don't want you to bring attention to what happened to Veronica. Veronica can't speak now, people. She can't tell us what happened, but Kiki Loves Nigeria can speak for her. And I'm going to speak for her. I'm going to speak for her. So I could care less what your simple mind says or your simple mind thinks. But like I said, let's keep it going. So let's see. And what cloud? YouTube cloud? Lady, I got cloud in real life. I got cloud in real life, okay? I've had cloud all my life. I don't have to chase cloud. Cloud follows me. Cloud reigns upon me. You don't know who you're dealing with. Like Malcolm X said, I'm sorry, but you're not dealing with that type of Negro. I'm not your average type of Negro, man. I'm sorry. You ain't prepared for this type of Negro. Okay? Okay? Strange fruit. We know who you are. We don't care who you are. I don't care who she is. I don't care. She one of them sick women in the sister circle. That's one of the sister circles, y'all. That's them. That's the sister group. I told you she'd be on here. I told you they get notifications. Good. I know who you are. I know. That's what she on here for, y'all. She want to know who all the people are because she's trying to compare. This is what she's doing now. She's trying to see who's on my channel, who's watching, okay, who's commenting, because she's going to compare that to the people who's in the sister circle. So she's trying to find out who the snitch is. She's trying to find out. She's trying to plug the leak. She's trying to find out who's telling me what's going on. That's what she's doing. That's what she's doing. But keep on looking, lady. Keep on. Welcome. Like I told you, welcome. I'll make sure you're taking good notes. But you don't have to because YouTube does it for you. What about it? Yeah, that's what we want to know. You're gonna show up Sunday. I will be there. What? Lady, I would never show up to anything. You wicked witches in the Gambia. No, you wicked wannabe witches in the Gambia are having. Nicole is having it. Oh, y'all remember Nicole, Eric and Nicole from the Soul Food restaurant that put something allegedly, according to Emily, in her drink? And Nicole told Emily that Eric was having SE, you know what? Because I'm trying to be good so they don't demonetize the video. Because if I say the wrong word, it'll be over. Look, y'all see that? SE with his mother's husband. Y'all heard me. The video is right on my channel. Let me repeat that. Nicole is having something to honor Veronica, the woman who told Emily that her husband had SE with her mother's husband. And Emily said they was trying to get her to have SE with her too. And Nicole was the one who went and told all them lies on her. You think I would show up to that? All of y'all are sick. I don't go around devils, ma'am. I don't play with devils. I don't kick it with people who are less than me. I don't do that. You're lesser than me, people. I'm sure you'll be there, Sisters International. I don't hang around devils, girl. I don't play in the devil's den. Y'all are less than me. I don't do that. I would never, even if I was in Gambia, I wouldn't go to that. I sure wouldn't go to that. Never, ever. She just as dirty as the rest of them. All of these people are sick. Go through my channel. Look at the videos I've done about the stories of the repats in the Gambia. And I'm not telling, people are coming. Emily came to me, people. Emily is a real lady in the Gambia who wanted us to know how Eric and Nicole are and the happy companion. When they was trying to destroy, what's his name? Melanated Mosley's image. They was trying to destroy him and they thought they was going to use me to do it. But I refused. So Emily came on my channel and told everything about Eric and Nicole. And you think I'm going to that? Girl, I don't go where devils go. You do. Devils staying together. This is shameful behavior, but you out here watching it, huh? The truth is shameful to the devil, I know. To the devil, the truth is always shameful. I know it's shameful. Yeah, I know it's shameful. No disrespectful comments Kiki is allowed to block. Thank you. Thank you. They so stupid, though. They don't know that. The Sisters International is a public figure. What I can say whatever I want to say. If she went to a real lawyer, she would know that. She would know that. You can say whatever you want to say about Kiki Loves Nigeria. She is a public figure. But my real life, who I am in real life, you better not date. You better not date. But Kiki Loves Nigeria, it's fair game. She's out there. It goes along with the job, ma'am. So good luck. That whole cease and desist is a lie. They would have told her, ma'am, you're a public figure. Sisters International is that's a public organization. You can say what you want. They can say what they want to. She's allowed to have her opinion of you, and she can talk about it on YouTube. You're not a private person. But I thought y'all talked to a lawyer. Why my cousin got to come tell y'all? Why my cousin got to tell y'all that? Why she got to come on here and tell y'all that? Don't you know that, Sisters International? You don't know that? You don't know that. Oh, you obviously don't know that. Because you obviously have not talked to a lawyer. Talk about what? You thought that was going to scare me? If you say, oh, lawyer, if I say lawyer and send her a fake document, it's going to scare her. No, Veronica's body is not sent back to America. Nobody's worried. The people who can have that done are not worried about it. Nobody's worried about Veronica's body. Sisters International isn't worried about Veronica's body. We don't know where Veronica's body is. The kids got to go fund. I don't know if it's the kid. I don't know who these people are because she was estranged from her family. All of a sudden, kids show up, but I never even heard her talk about kids. But I think I did see something on her YouTube, on her Facebook about kids, her kid. But they're supposed to listen to this. They're raising a GoFundMe to have the body sent back to the United States and then have it cremated and then have the body shipped back to the Gambia and spread throughout the Gambia. That's what they said they're raising money for. So as of now, we don't know where Veronica's body is. We don't know where her body is. But I know the morgues in the Gambia are nothing like the morgues in the United States. So I can't even imagine what she's going through. I cannot even imagine what her body is going through if it hasn't been buried yet. Sisters International is wicked for not alerting single women of the truth about what is occurring to the sisters in the Gambia prior to their arrival. Thank you. Thank you. But isn't that what a business do? A business duty, a public business. Your duty is to protect the public, not hide information from them. Your business withheld information from them, man. You didn't do this under your private name. You did this under your business name, ma'am. Your business is liable because you're giving out false information and you know you are because you're hiding the information. Let's do this. Let's do. As a company, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You knew exactly what was going on in the Gambia, but you held on to that because you didn't want to mess up your dollar flow. And again, this is my opinion, broad. This is my opinion, and I can say what I want to say. It's my channel. If you don't like it, don't watch. How can they sleep knowing that it could have been stopped? Veronica's life could have been spared if they would have told her the truth about public protest in the Gambia. But they didn't do that. They didn't even tell her, don't protest in the Gambia. They didn't even tell her how dangerous dangerous that was. They withheld information and encouraged her to do things that put her at risk. And as a company, I feel like they are liable for that. They need to be sued for negligence. All these women, they have put, y'all, we need to get together and we need to sue them. We need to put our money together and we need to get us a lawyer and we need to sue them for negligence on behalf of our sisters who have died in the Gambia. And went there on the strength of them, believing what they were saying, believing they were giving them all the information and they weren't. Let's see. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Facts. They just don't know. No, they don't know. They don't know a fact. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. They think we stupid. Ain't nobody stupid on this part. I'm from Dayton, Ohio, girl, and I made it through. I could never be stupid or dumb or none of that. I'm not unalived and I'm not in jail. And I'm well educated and I've been to Africa 12 times, woman. So that should tell you what type of person you're dealing with. I've overcome many obstacles in my life and I've won awards to prove that. Many obstacles. People, but we're not talking about that. We're not talking about natural death. That's not what that's not the topic of the show, whoever you are. If you don't mind, can you please keep your comments on topic? Okay? Because that has nothing to do with nothing. We're not talking about that. See, this person, you, whoever you are, you should be bothered, but you're not bothered. You're trying to simplify it and make it go away because you don't care either. They don't care, people. Like Michael Jackson said, they don't care about us. Maybe she got the idea of the she did from the Blackset lady. She did. She got it from Blackset. She just loves Miss Blackset. That she wants to be Miss Blackset so bad. I'm sure she's rejoicing now with Miss Blackset's situation going on. Yeah. Because she thinks she was going to replace Miss Blackset. So now she's sending these little fake cease and desist, which means nothing to me. I will not cease and I will not desist from telling the truth. And like I said, you are a public figure. Your business is a public figure, public business. I'm talking about how your business does business, woman. I can do that. And giving my opinion about your business. Okay, this one says, I think she. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your input. All right, let's go to this one. Then we're gonna go back to the video. They never killed nobody for protesting. That's right in the that was right in the Gambia. Really? So all those people, Yahya Jammeh, gathered up, and you know what he did to them. All of those people were guilty. All of those people were guilty. Because that's what they wanted for. That's the human rights violation. Yeah, that happened in the Gambia, sir. Really? Really? You don't even know the history of your own country. Don't come on my channel spreading misinformation. This is not factual or actual. We know what he did. We know when he rounded up all those people. So you're saying all those people were guilty? Please, we don't do ignorance on this channel. We don't do ignorance, okay? We don't do ignorance. We don't do ignorance. Absolutely vacation. Yeah, vacation only and come back home. Exactly. I'm gonna stay for a little bit, then I'm gonna get out. Yeah, exactly. I'm not staying there like that. Never ever. Stay on track before you get banned from the channel. Right. You need to get banned. And as you can see, that is not me, Sisters International. That's my little cousin. Okay? That's not me. So if she bans you, oh well, I'm sorry. Oh well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're just banned. So that's not me. And your comments are being deleted by YouTube because I can see they're held, they won't let your comments go out because they're so full of inflammatory statements. They won't let it go out. Every time I approve it, they send them right back. And y'all, they went through my entire channel of these videos posting the same comments. I'm going to show y'all in another video. So let's get back to the video. So now the next thing we're going to look at with Veronica about what's going on with her. Let's go to the next one. Let's go up here. We're going to share the screen. We're going to go to this. No, I don't want to show you. I want y'all to see. Well, you know what, y'all? Let's go to that. Because how long have we been on here? We've been on here for an hour. Okay. Let's go to this, and then I'm going to show y'all. Then we can go back to this if y'all want to. If we got time. Okay, so look at this, y'all. I'm going to show y'all some screenshots that I have it from their group. All right, so let's look at this first one. Let me see. Can y'all see that one? Oh, hold on. I didn't share. I'm sorry. Let me go out and go back in. So we're going to look at some more of these messages that I've got and how these people go on this smear campaign. So now they're on a smear campaign to try to destroy my reputation, to try to make me look like I'm not credible. Okay. So that's what they're doing now. Oh, y'all, hold on. Let me try to get up here and share this. Can y'all see that? Let me go back. No, I don't think I can see that. Hold on. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that up here. Hold on. Let me try to get this up here. I'll go to share, present, share, share. Let me see. Window. Okay, here it is. So this is the first one I want y'all to see. Can y'all see that? So this is the first one. This was inside of their group. And this is when they're telling people about me, okay? They're telling people that I'm out here making these videos and to be aware that I'm out here making these videos, and they want them to go out and watch these videos, and then they want you to complain about these videos. Now listen to what they're saying. Yeah, this unbalanced person is trying hard. Kiki Loves Nigeria. She has posted a good 4 videos so far. Okay, so I'm trying hard. What they were saying is I was trying hard to change their narrative. That I posted 4 videos so far that's attacking their narrative, and that they are concerned about that, and they want their members to go watch these videos. Okay, they want them to go watch these videos. Now let me go try to get this other one. Okay, they want them to go watch these videos, but this is the one, y'all. This is the one I want y'all to see. Okay, I'm going to show y'all all of them. So let me go back. So this is another one that's inside. These are coming directly from the group. All right. So let me go over here. Oh no, it's window. Hold on here. So this is another one of they're having these conversations. And this is another one. They says, yes, I agree. The article should be plastered up so people can take a second look at how far these people will go to get what they want. Yes, I concur. Now, this is the European group talking about Jack. They're deciding whether they should let this information out about Jack or not, or whether they should keep this information, okay? And they're saying, yes, we should let this information out about Jack. Now, if they don't concur that the information should be out, we won't get the information, okay? Now, look at this one. Listen what this one says. Can y'all see that one? This is from the scammers group. This is from the scammers in the Gambia's group. This is what they're talking about. They don't think because this is a private group. Only certain people can get in this group. Okay. This is mainly European women who are living in the Gambia. Listen to what they said. They said, I have to say, all these AAs are British blacks. They will. D. You see. You see what's next? E. Y'all know what that letter in red is. They said they all will. D. That letter in the red. Me, myself, and I. E. Really? You really have no idea the damage these people can do. That's why we gotta go. That's why they want us out the Gambia. They want us out the Gambia, people. And you still think these deaths are natural? You still think these women passing away back to back to back are natural? And Sisters International is so stupid because they don't care about you or your British accent. But I think they're in this group too, y'all. I think they're in this group too. And then it says, they think I am black and I come to Africa. Let me go put this comment down because y'all got to hear this part. They laughing at us, y'all. They're laughing at us. They're saying that we think when we come to Africa that we're going to meet our friends. You know how the women be saying, oh, I'm going to meet my friends. Okay, it says, I have to say, all these AAs are British blacks. Will, you know what? Really? You really have no idea the damage these people can do. They think I'm black and I can come to Africa to meet my friends. LOL. These people don't care. This is what they're talking about in that group. This is what they're talking about in that group. Why this is in a private group, y'all. This is in a private group. The private group where they were talking about Veronica, where they were looking for Jack. And they knew Jack was wanted. And Veronica's picture was in this group. Somebody in this group went to Veronica's channel and got the picture off her channel. So that's why I said, I wonder if somebody in Sisters International is in the scammers group also. This came from the scammers group. Yeah, let's leave this up here. Because I wasn't supposed to have this. So whoever is in charge of the scammers group, y'all, they losing their mind right about now. Because this information I got, this was top secret information. This was top secret. I was not supposed to have this information, y'all. I was not supposed to have this. So we're going to leave this up here and let me go through these comments. They don't know how I got this information, y'all. They have no clue who the member is. Sisters International have no clue who the member is that's giving me information. But they know, as you can see, somebody in the group is giving me information because this is not right. Women are losing their lives. This is not right. And you're sitting back laughing. People, okay, we're not. Yeah, we talked about that. Let me go down here some more. Okay, let's read Muhammad's. Oh, wait, let me get this one. It says, okay, stay on track. Yeah, some of them it's hard to stay on track though. You know, it's like the scarecrow if they only had a brain. It's hard for them to stay on track because people who are brainwashed, they don't have a brain anymore. Their brain is gone. Oh, wait a minute, there's some comments. Let me go back up. Okay, let's start with this one. So it says here, you're comparing apples and oranges. Politics is different from her case. Maybe she passed away naturally. Let her rest in peace, please. I don't mind being blocked by you. Sir, your comment is irrelevant and has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Don't block him, Denise. Let him talk because we know he's a plant sent by Sisters International. We know that. We know he's a plant sent by them to try to defend them. It's probably one of them because y'all know he don't even sound right. I'm comparing apples to oranges. This lady is challenging the people who run the grocery stores in the country. She wants policies. Policies is government, sir. She wanted policy implemented, sir. That was political, sir. What happened to those people when Yahya Jammeh was in office was political, sir. It's all the same thing. You just can't follow along. But I understand. You're used to being spoon-fed applesauce. This is meat. You can't digest meat. Well, let me give you some more meat. Let me give you something else to chew on. Let me try to upgrade you. You only been asking questions. You have not slandered her back. No, no. But see, she wants to control what I say. She don't want me asking questions. You can't control me asking questions, woman. I can ask questions and have an opinion. You sound like a fool. Wow, those messages in that Facebook group are crazy. I notice I don't see AA recaps on YouTube hanging out with white American or Europeans at all. Yeah, this is how they talk about us in those groups. This is what they're talking about in reference to one of us passing away. That we're all going to end up like Veronica. We're all going to end up like that because we're dangerous. Those people are dangerous. You don't know what those people can do. So I'm comparing apples to oranges and everything was natural. These women are in the Gambia, sir. These women are in the Gambia, sir. These women live there. These women, according to these women, they work for the embassy in the Gambia. According to these women, they're interconnected to political figures in the Gambia. That's what they said. According to them, they have positions of power. Wow, these European women are something else. Yeah, yeah. So this is what's really going on. Why isn't Sisters International saying something about all this? Gambia is a safe place for single women to come to. Huh? So the European know it, but we don't know it. Y'all don't know it. This group, yeah, yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. And they want me to stop. Stop telling us the truth, Kiki. Stop. So, Kiki, why do you keep going to this little hell and they are pumping off AAs? Hand pick waving, hand pinky waving. You know what? I was just telling somebody that I feel like I'm just stuck there now. I just feel like I'm stuck there because it must be the place God want me to be. Because at this point I can't never stop going there because I got friends and families there. I can't just walk away from them. I got people there who really love me. I got people there who really like me. You know, I got dogs there who look forward to seeing me when I come. I got cats there who look forward to seeing me when I come. So I can't just stop like that. I've built relationships. I've built relationships. But if I did not have these relationships, I wouldn't do it. No, I would. If I was going over there and didn't know people like that, I would never go there and not know anybody, never. And I don't mean know a bumpster. I mean know somebody for real know somebody. So that's why I keep going. The relationships that I built. So that's why I owe it to the American women who are there to try to make this a better place for them. I am not with Sisters International. Okay, whatever, dude. Your point is pointless, though. You're not making a point. You're making yourself look really uneducated. Okay, we don't care who you're with. You're saying somebody died naturally, but you're not giving any evidence to back up what you're saying. You're just throwing something out there to deflect what we're talking about. And we're smarter than that. We don't have time for that. We're dying in Africa. Okay? Black women are dying in Africa. I don't have time to play deflection games with you. So say whatever you want to say. I don't really care. Okay? I'm not going back and forth with you. So when we step off the plane, yes. When you step off the plane, you have, especially if you're going to the tourist areas. If you're going to like Senegambia and them type of places, you got a big target on your head. You got a big target on your head because people know who you are. And if they see you alone, you know how many single women I went to the Gambia and been there less than 6 months and all their money is gone. All their money is gone. Veronica's money was completely gone. She had no money. She had no retirement income. She had no money coming in every month. She said she spent her money last September. And that, I believe that video was in 2022. Yeah. So she spent all her money in 21 shortly after she got there. She was broke. Couldn't pay her rent. When she done this video, she had less than $20 in her pocket. And Sisters International, you want me to believe that your business is successfully helping women repatriate to the Gambia? We have questions, ma'am. We have questions. Why aren't you warning these women that you're going to run out of money? To me, it's like there's some kind of spirit over there that just sucks up your money. It just sucks it up. No matter how much money you have or how much money you bring, it will never be enough in the Gambia. I'm telling you, it's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. You're never going to have enough money, and you're going to continually run out of money because there's some kind of spirit over there that's just sucking up every single dollar you have. I kid you not. And before you know it, everything is gone, and you're hustling to get some more. You're hustling to get some more. But soon the well's going to run dry. And then who are you going to go to? Remember the lady who was on What's Up Gambia? The Lisa lady? Remember her? They said was running around with these little young boys in the Gambia, and she doesn't even have money to pay her bills. Remember they said she owed the hotel 5,000 Dalasi? She left and was supposed to come back, and she didn't. Guess what? Guess who that is? She's a member of Sisters International. Yeah, she's a member of their group too. There's a lot of people who's members of their groups. A lot of people. And look how these women end up. Look how these women end up. And this company doesn't want to be held liable. This company doesn't want to be questioned. But you're the one encouraging these women to come over here with little to no money. You're the one that's encouraging these women to run around with these bumpsters, talking about it's safe, and it's not. You're doing that, ma'am. Your business is doing that, ma'am. And I'm asking you a simple question. Why aren't you warning us? Why aren't you giving us the truth? Why aren't you giving us the meat and potatoes of the Gambia instead of giving us the applesauce? Oh, because we wouldn't come. We wouldn't come. Oh, that's what it's about, the money. It's about the money. That's what it's about, y'all. It's about the dollars. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? It's about the dollars, y'all. That's what it's about. We are more African than those who so-called European women. See, again, I don't know, deflecting, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. This person is here to deflect, that's all. But we're going to show them how focused, and we're laser sharp focused, lady, sir. We're laser being focused. Yeah, we're laser being focused. At least I know I am. Good question. I don't know what he's talking. Mohammed lives in Gambia. Is he for real? John A. brutally got rid of people just for living, just because he could do it. I live in New York and I know that. See what I mean? How these people lie? See how they lie? He just told us Gambia is a safe place for you to protest if you're right. He just told us that. That it was natural. How do you know? Did you do an autopsy? Did you do the autopsy? Is that how you know? Is that how you know? Because you did the autopsy? All right, so let's go to this next video. We're going to talk about our next point. Let me jump up here. Go to here. We're going to go back to this one. We're going to go over here. So let me get up my channel. So that's what I want to know. How do you know? How do you people know so much? How do y'all know so much without an autopsy? That's just amazing to me. Oh, y'all can see my email. Let me close that. Yeah, y'all need to see that. Oh, here it is right here. Y'all need to see that. The haters was looking, y'all. They was looking hard. Like, let me see you right now. None of your business. Members of y'all organization, that's who's writing me. Members of Sisters International, that's who's writing me. Members of the Scammer Group, that's who's writing me. All right, y'all, let's go check out this next video. Let's go check out the next fact. So this is the break-in. This is the break-in.
Find it.
That they didn't want us to know
Try
about.
it.
Back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. On this episode of Kiki Loves Nigeria, I want you guys to pay attention to this video that I received. In this video, Miss Veronica is talking about her experience of being robbed in the Gambia. Someone came into her house in the middle of the night and robbed her. She sounds really scared in this video. It sounds like something is going on in the Gambia that she doesn't want us to know about. Check out this video and tell me what you guys think. This was one of the main reasons I postponed my live, because I knew something more was going on than what we were being told and showed. Tell me what you guys think.
Hello. I just wanted to stop by and just kind of share some information with only just a few of us, because we need to know the different things that's going on here in the Gambia. I'm not going to post this, and I'm not going to advertise what happened to me, but I want to share with you guys something that happened to me last night. So what I do know is this, you guys, that I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, that nothing shall harm me. And around my walls, my compound, I know I'm covered by the blood. There's angels, warring angels, angels that are at war, that's against wickedness in the spiritual world, because that's the world that we live in. We are in the Garden of Eden, you guys, and honestly, there's always snakes. There's always snakes. But a couple of weeks ago, I kept seeing a vision of a man in my place. Here.
Okay, did y'all peep that? She said she was in the Garden of Eden, but there's always snakes. The Gambia, is her Garden of Eden, but she's surrounded by snakes. Who are the snakes that she thought she was surrounded by? Who are these snakes?
In my house, in my compound. I thought, well, God, what is this? You trying to show me something in advance to warn me about something? Or is it the enemy, the devil, just trying to scare me? Because as you can see, my compound.
So let me stop there. That was another thing. Veronica was a very spiritual person, and God was trying to warn her. about a whole bunch of stuff, but she wasn't listening. She wasn't listening because she didn't want to hear it. Her mind was too blinded by these lies that was being fed to her from Sisters International, in my opinion. The lies, oh, it's so safe, it's so safe. You must be doing something wrong. It's so safe, it's so safe. These can't be visions about the Gambia. Sisters International, my friends would tell me if this place wasn't safe. They would tell me. But she has a vision. Now listen to this vision. But she ignored it. She had this, y'all, if I would have had that vision in Africa, especially in Africa, honey, I'm out of there. Do y'all hear me? I'm out of there. As soon as I wake up, I'm out of there. I'm packing everything and I'm out of there.
Somehow walls are low and anybody can jump over. But I haven't been afraid. I'm not afraid of that, you know. But this man that I saw was an African man. He is tall and he's not super dark. But I was robbed while I was at home, you guys, asleep. Between 3 a.m. and 5 p.m. is when he came in. And he came in through my parlor. I'm going to show you guys the window here that he came into. Yesterday, the owner and his son came over and they actually fixed it and my bars and everything. He said this guy is a professional because he didn't break everything and he was real quiet and he got big pieces. And as you can see here, the sledgehammer that he used, he broke.
So that's another thing. Somebody, I forgot her name, one of the ladies said in the comment section, how could you break a sledgehammer quietly? How could Veronica be asleep through all of that? Unless, was it a thunderstorm? They said they do it when it's thunderstorming and you can't hear it. But she didn't say it was a thunderstorm. This was in October. It was still the rainy season. So maybe it was raining. But I don't understand. How could Veronica sleep through that? He was chopping so hard on the cement, he broke the whatever that is, the pickaxe or pickfork, whatever you call it. I don't know what that is. He broke that. How could she sleep through that?
But this person, this bumper cloud went inside my house. Y'all hear me? It stood over me to take my phone and my laptop.
So she must have had her phone and her laptop on her bed like I do. Okay. So my phone and my laptop, because I'm usually working on YouTube stuff, because that's my second job. No, that's like my fourth job. So when I get off from my other jobs, I work on YouTube. I have my laptop and I have my phone on my bed. On my bed. So for you to get my phone and my laptop, you got to come in my room. You got to stand over me and you got to reach or you got to walk to the other side of my bed to get all that stuff. And this is what happened to her. And this person was not scared. He did not wake her up. He did it smooth. Like this is just what he did.
But nothing shall harm me, and I'm so glad that I didn't wake up, y'all. I'm so glad, because it could have gone another way. It could have gone a whole different way if I had woken up. I was told.
Now this is the part that concerns me. Because remember I told you the morning they found Veronica, they said the door was open and there were signs of a second break-in. Now what did she just say, y'all? She said that thank God I didn't wake up because if I woke up, it could have gone a different way. Did y'all see how the pencil drops? I was holding on to that pen. Y'all see how that dropped? Those are signs, confirmations that what you're saying is true. What you're saying is true. But some other person would say, oh, that's just a coincidence. She just dropped the pencil. She just dropped the pen. I didn't drop it. It fell out of my hand. And it fell out of my hand right when I said what I said. What if she woke up that night? What if she woke up that night when he came in her house the second time. She said herself it would have went a whole different way if she would have woke up. We have to speculate. That's all we can do at this point is speculate, because nobody cared enough about Veronica to pay for an autopsy. Why didn't Sister Act International raise money for an autopsy? Why did they do that? Why didn't they raise money for anything else? Why did those Gambian repacks put money? Oh, they ain't got no money. Scratch that. Why didn't somebody put money together to get an autopsy so we could find out what really happened to Veronica, instead of trying to silence me for my constitutional right as an American to freedom of speech? You and nobody else can take that away from me. Nobody. Now let's finish. Because see, these are the questions I have, people. What if she woke up and caught that man in there? And Veronica's not going to go out easy. Veronica's going to fight you. She's going to fight you. We don't know if the house was tore up. We don't know if there were signs of struggle. But what we do know from the messages in Sisters International Secret Circle was that there were signs of a break. We know that. And that further investigation needed to be done. But they never did. They never did. They didn't tell us. They didn't even tell us.
By Gambian that what they do is when they come into your house, they say words over you, like it's a spell where you can stay asleep. I don't know if that applies in my case, but I do know I'm glad that I am safe, and I'm glad that I didn't wake up. And it's really about hearing the voice of God for me.
See, again, she's talking about hearing the voice of God, but the voice of God, she said he warned her. She hears the voice of God, but she's ignoring it. That's why I'm telling y'all, these people are under some type of mind control. Are they using some type of mind control? Is this a cult? Because cults use mind control. They control what you think. They control what you hear. They control your access to information so they can control your mind. And she's telling you, she's in the lion's den. She's telling us she's surrounded by snakes. But this was natural. The house was broken into, and they found Veronica. That's all we know.
We're in a spiritual world here, and we are in a lion's den here in the Gambia, and it is what it is. So
So what does she mean? We're in the lion's den in the Gambia. What does that mean? We're in the lion's den. So she knows. She knows. Veronica knows what's going on over there. And she withheld information from us too. And look what happened. She should have put this video out to every woman. If she felt like that was the lion's den, she should have said, this is the lion's den, ladies. Don't come over here. Don't come over here alone. And if you coming, come for a quick vacation and leave. Don't come over here single, trying to live. Don't do that. But she didn't do that either. The Sisters International, the organization, secret organization, told her not to. Just send this to us. We control the Gambia information. We control this repack movement. We control all of this.
I'm grateful to God that he's kept me, and I am covered by the blood. And no, I'm not getting no damn dog. No, I'm not getting no watchman so he can set up the robbery. And no, I did not go to the police so they can come over and harass me and rob me. So that was a no. But what I am going to do is continue to allow the Lord to love me and allow Jesus to show me who he is and how he...
Let's see. Instead of her getting protection for herself, she believed that was God loving on her. We're going to talk about that in another video also when we get to the JUJU. There's a video I'm going to do about the JUJU. and a video I'm going to do about the jealousy. So we got 3 more videos. We got the food safety fight, and we got the JUJU video, because Veronica really believed that someone had put a curse on her and was using witchcraft on her. And she also jealousy, because I think these women were jealous of Veronica because Veronica fought back constantly. You couldn't stop her, because this is a new place, y'all. This isn't the place where she couldn't pay the rent. The place where she couldn't pay the rent was like a beachfront apartment. They're real nice, expensive apartments. It was on the beach like. This one looks like a house. And I believe I've seen this house before. So, like I said, she was also withholding information from us. And look what happened.
He's loving on Veronica, and I'm so grateful. And by the way, Jesus
Okay, we're going to stop there.
ain't never been white, ever. I don't know why we keep doing this from generation to generation, worshiping a
All
white
right.
man. I don't know what's wrong with
Let me
that.
go back and get these questions. All right, let me go back and get these questions. So, that was the thing I felt disturbing about that video, is that Veronica would help them withhold information from us. So Sisters International is like the grinder. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. I would compare it to that. Yes, I would. From what I found out, yes, because I believe they're hooking them up with these men. Because all 3 of them ladies were with bumpsters. All 3 of those ladies, do y'all hear me? All 3 of those ladies ended up with bumpsters. From what I've heard from my source, Sisters International herself is with a bumpster. Okay? So they're promoting this bumpster. You can get you a bumpster lifestyle. Don't be a hater. Hit the like button. Yeah, they're promoting this hater, this lifestyle, this bumpster lifestyle. Subscribe, hit the like button. Oh, thank you, cousin. Yeah, they like this lifestyle. They're promoting this bumpster lifestyle. I just wonder if this is happening to other Black women. Yes, you weren't on here earlier, JJ. Yeah, it is. It's happening in Ghana. It's happening in Tanzania. They want me to talk about it. I just haven't had time. I haven't had time. I can't get away from this Gambia. But as soon as I get away from this, I got to do I got to show Black Acres some love. And then we're going to go back to pig butchering. And then I'm going to talk, because I got men who've been taken advantage of and who have lost their lives because of stuff like this. And I need to talk about them also. And then I'm going to talk about these people in these other countries. Because, yeah, people have wrote me and said, this is happening in Ghana. Would you please talk about Ghana? Would you please talk about Tanzania? So, yeah, I'm coming. Just give me some time. I'm going to get to those countries. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's happening. Everywhere Black women are going single, this is happening. Seems like this is only happening to only single Black women, not women with the, yes, because that's a different lifestyle. You see what I mean? It's a different, you're not so at risk then. In the one video, remember, it was like midnight after 1, and Veronica was out, sitting outside with Jack at a bonfire. That's not safe, people. That's not safe. And when you're out like that, you present yourself as a certain type of way to these men. These men, you don't have to say anything. These men are going to see you a certain type of way when you do that. I've never been out. One time when I went to Bamenda in Cameroon, I went out to a nightclub in Bamenda in Cameroon, and I stayed out till 5 o'clock in the morning. But I was with some people from the university. Okay, I wasn't by myself. That was the only time I've ever been out past 10 o'clock at night. I don't go out at night like that. It's not safe. It's a whole Africa changes, Lagos changes, Cameroon changes, Gambia changes. All of them change when the lights go out. Yeah. So when you have a husband and children You're not so much on that nightlife, single life. Let's hang out, let's kick it, meet this guy, meet that guy, go here, go there, have parties, do this. You're not doing all that. And that's when you put yourself at risk. And that's how they're putting themselves at risk because they're going there living like single women live in the United States. Oh, thank you, Miss Wells. That's so sweet of you. She says she's a new sub, y'all. Thank you. Uh, yeah, welcome. I hope you enjoy us. So let's go back to our next video, yeah. So we looked at that one. Now this is what I think. Why didn't they tell us that? Why was that information withheld? Do y'all know why? Any reasonable answers? Why would they withhold that information from us? That I don't know. That I don't know. And that was sent to the group, the clip group. And so when they saw that video, y'all, that's when they started getting nervous. And that's when they start saying,
This is my comeback. Start.
Somebody's leaking her information. Wait a minute, I think I went to the wrong video. Somebody's leaking her information because they knew I shouldn't have had that video. They knew I shouldn't have had that video. Only a certain number of people had that video. And they knew I was not one of them. Because like I said, they probably know the names. And they know my name was
One
not
of the
in it.
theories that are being thrown out there, mainly by Sisters International, and that's that Miss Veronica was sick. That Veronica was just old and sick, and she just passed away from an asthma attack because she was old and she was sickly, like most Americans are who repatriate to the Gambia. But of course, they have no evidence to support their claims because there's no autopsy being done. There's no tox screen being done. We don't even know where Sisters International got this information from. But one thing I do know is that all three of the women who passed away in the Gambia were somehow connected to Sisters International. That's one thing I do know. Now let's continue to talk about this narrative that Sisters International is so insistent on spinning for Veronica. They want us to believe that she was just old and sickly, but people, the evidence doesn't show that. I've been through this lady's videos. I've been through Veronica's videos. I've been on Veronica's channel for days now. I don't see old and I don't see sick. So I'm not quite sure why Sisters International is so insistent upon spinning this narrative that the three women who passed away in the Gambia, who were African American and died unexpectedly and suspiciously, were all just old and sickly, and that we all go to the Gambia to pass away. Well, like I said, the evidence does not show that, and here's proof. I want to show you guys this video. I present this video as evidence that she was not old, and she definitely was not sickly. Something happened to Veronica, and we need to find out what it is. But like I said, without an autopsy or a tox screen, we'll never know what happened to Miss Veronica. But one thing that did not happen to her is that she was old and that she was sick. Got this video clip of Veronica being Veronica, and you tell me if this is a person who was old and sick and who went to the Gambia to die. Or was this somebody that rubbed somebody the wrong way and they decided, you gotta go? Tell me what y'all think. Remember, this is Africa. Tell me what y'all.
All right, so we get down here. So I want this Mohammed dude to see her. Talk about it was
Let's keep
natural.
digging and see what we can find. Drop your
It was
comments.
natural.
I'm recycling tires and I'm making furniture, custom-made design furniture, right here in the Gambia. These are my first pieces. Come shop with me.
This lady is smooth. This lady got style. This lady got class. A lot of people were jealous of her. She the only one I've seen in the Gambia that's on this caliber. The rest of them, low, 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 low. This lady got style. This lady got class. This lady got swag. Look how she walk. You could tell by the way she walk. This lady is powerful. This lady was not, Veronica was not old. Veronica was not sick. There's nothing natural about what happened to Veronica.
Everything is recycled. In the corner of the top is they buy seashells right from the sea. And is it comfortable? Because I know you're asking.
Yo, right I know no for them to get black and delete. You say you don't and I just come and ring off me like 7 days ago.
And that's somebody, oh, look at this woman.
Neela beg you, Neela beg
Man, this
you.
woman
But you 2020 now, sir. Things to say. So it's a new
I have a garden.
trying to talk to me and nobody wanna hear.
yeah, they jealous. They was jealous, Veronica. I'm sorry, honey. They was jealous of you, girl. Yeah, yeah, they was straight up jealous. There's nothing wrong with this woman. Nothing. This lady had style. This lady had swag. This lady had everything they wish they could have had. They wish they had what she had. This lady spoke truth to power. This lady spoke truth to power. She didn't fear nobody or no thing. She had a relationship with God. She was spiritual. And y'all want us to believe. She was natural. She was sick. And then they tried to lie and say they didn't say that. They tried to lie and say they didn't say that. Well, y'all know we all read it. They posted it on their community channel in a comment responding to me. Seems like this is the same thing that they say about all the single black. It is. Because didn't they say Audrey had an asthma attack? Correct me if I'm wrong. But I could have sworn they said Audrey had an asthma attack. And y'all saw the message where Sisters International said, oh, there's herbs they can give you to make it look like you're having an asthma attack, but you didn't. You've been poisoned. Yeah, that they were all sick. That's what they keep saying. They were all sick. Police would see that video and be like, oh, detectives would see that video like, oh, this woman wasn't sick. We need an autopsy. This looks like foul play to us. Plus, the house was broken into. There's signs of a broken. This is foul play. And I'm being sued, allegedly, by Sisters International because I'm questioning what happened. Do what you gonna do. I'm waiting. Until then, let's keep this party started. Let's keep this train rolling. Let's keep this dance floor jumping. I watched Veronica on YouTube. She was. She was. They lying. She was spunky, exactly. They lying. Something happened to her. She didn't just lay down and go to sleep and somebody broke in her house. R.I.P. Veronica. Yeah, R.I.P. Veronica. Somebody broke into her house and she just didn't wake up. And while they was breaking in her house, what? She had an asthma attack while they was breaking in her house? Is that how it happened? Is that what y'all want us to believe? I loved watching her videos, living her best life. Yeah, I was on her channel all the time. I've been on her channel all the time for days now. And that's why I want to know what happened to Jack. Because I can't believe Jack just disappeared like that. Veronica really cared about Jack. She had invested a lot of time and money into Jack. You can't go to another country and try to change the law. No, you can't. You just can't, people. You can't. It's not your business. It's not your business. If you don't like the laws in that country, leave that country. But you can't go to another country trying to change the laws of that country. It is not your business. That's a no-no. Maybe in your own country, yes. In my town, Dayton, Ohio. I can go to Dayton, Ohio, and I do. Well, I used to. I don't do it anymore. But I used to make a lot of noise political. I used to make a lot. I was a political rebel rouser. But it was my home. Dayton is my home. I can go there and do that. I can go there and do that. But I'd be daggone if I go to Cameroon and do that. I'd be daggone if I go to Nigeria and do that. And I'd be daggone if I go to Gambia and do that. But the people who are advising you are not telling you that. They're in this group now trying to recruit somebody else to take up where Veronica left off. But unfortunately, ain't nobody answering that call. No, fortunately, ain't nobody answering that call. They ignoring that one. She's a lady I would have, yes. Yeah, I love her energy too. That's why, I would go and just, I respected her because her energy was cool. I believed what she was doing. I believed in what she was doing, but it was the way she was doing it and where she was doing it. Veronica was young at heart and got the move. Yeah, this is how she snagged the, yeah, this is how she snagged the young dude. Yeah, because he knew she was young, she was fun. They played games together. They did things together. What happened? Veronica was a very vibrant woman. Exactly. 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 She was. The boyfriend was suspect. Yeah. The boyfriend is still suspect. The boyfriend is still suspect. Because what was the description of the dude? Remember what she said? Tall, thin, dark, but not too dark. Was standing over me. The police department, no, not really. Not really, they don't. Not like here. No, they won't. They don't have the resources to investigate. And our government will warn you of that. Kiki has her body made it back here. No, no, it's still there. They don't know where her body is. They have no clue. Nobody's even asking about her body. Kiki, you never speak negatively about any of these women. As usual, people don't think hearing the truth or us figuring it out. But yeah, exactly. That's exact. That you are so right. I'm not saying negative, nothing negative about you. I'm just speaking the truth and figuring stuff out, and they're mad about that because they don't want to hear the truth. They think we're dumb. They think we're not brainwashed up the people you talk to. I wonder if that's what I wonder too. See, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. I wonder if she married Jack and now he's collecting her Social Security. I wonder too. Because I showed y'all on my community channel, somebody said he seen Jack and he was on the beach and he was having a good time. A good time. Because if he secretly married Veronica, and them marriages in the Gambia go just like that. You can get married just like that. And if he secretly married her, he's entitled to everything, people. Everything. And they know that, just like we know that. Well, we don't even know that. I just found out and told y'all. Yeah. But that's the truth. You better be careful. Because see, he's going to get that benefit until he passes away. And they're young. They're young, 20 and 30 years old. They're going to live for a long time off of you. And guess what else, y'all? Guess what else? I found out. Audrey, guess who got all her money and all her things and all her belongings? Her husband and his wife and his family. Yep. Why did they tell us that? Why did they tell us that? You better be careful. And to this day, we don't even know how Audrey died. I never understood why she was so vested in Jack. You know, That's why I think it was a form of mind control. Because Jack was not her type. I mean, he didn't look like he was her type. He didn't look like much of anything. His conversation wasn't even a deep conversation. He just kind of agreed with everything she said. So like I said, it was like she was moving, doing things that she wouldn't normally do, but she was doing them. She was thinking things she wouldn't normally think, but she was thinking them and she was acting on them. But she was thinking out loud saying, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? What's going on with this? That's how you know, people, something's going on. That's exactly how you know that they're not themselves. The most honest and most crime-free African countries are Somaliland, maybe Rwanda, and South Sudan. Well, hello, Mr. Pro Service. That's the man who was screaming the alarm about Audrey, and they were trying to shut him down in the comment section. Yeah, he was the one that kept saying, "This don't sound right. This don't sound right." She was making too many money moves. People were getting jealous. People were seeing what was going on. Y'all need to talk about this. Black Acres ignored it completely. But I did. I did. Yes. He gets that they got everything of Audrey's. They got that man got everything. Him and his wife and his family got everything of Audrey's. I hope that these sisters know that what goes around comes around. It never fails. No, it doesn't. So all that lying they've done to us that may have cost people their lives, they got to pay for that. They got to pay for that. And I hope they know that. Because you could have saved somebody's life with that information. You said on information that could have saved somebody's life. You know what happened. You know that house was broken into, but you hid that information in their secret group. We're about to look at that video now. They hid that information deliberately. Did Audrey? No, sister. She was in the group, Places and Spaces. She was a member, honey. Audrey was a member of Sisters International in the secret organization. Beverly, remember the other lady that died? They said she had cancer, so that's why she died. No autopsy there. Just believe that. And I believe she was married to a Gambian too. Nothing done to find out her cause of death. She was in Sisters International secret circle. And now Veronica. She was a member of Sisters International secret circle. Who's the common link here, people? Sisters International. So of course we're going to ask you questions. Of course we're going to question you. You're the common link to all three of these women who have passed away. You are. So if you think we're not going to question you, something is wrong with you. Yes, Audrey knew her. She was a member. They were all three of them were members of the secret cult group, the secret circle, or whatever they call themselves. Miss Wells, I wonder if seem to be missing. The only person that can answer that question is her family. They should be calling the Social Security office to find out who's getting her money. Yes, yes. To see, did anybody apply for her benefits? Because not only will he get her benefits, people, guess what else he'll get? He gets to come to the United States. He gets a green card. He gets to immigrate to the United States. Yeah. Because his spouse was an American and she passed away. So he can come on her behalf. Yeah. Yes. These are no lies. I'm telling you, this is true. I have to watch Audrey's story. Did she know he had another wife? I think she, well, I think she thought the relationship was over with the other wife. I think that's what she thought. But when she found out it wasn't over, and she found out he didn't really want to take her as a second wife, because that's what, well, I shouldn't say that. I should say she wasn't a second wife. That relationship, he said, was over. But she finds out later on that that relationship was not really over, and that his family wanted him to marry her because they felt like he would have access to money and wealth if he married her. So the family was insisting that he marry her, and he did. But they said they broke up. But whether they got a divorce, obviously not, because he inherited everything. Yeah, so she knew he was married before. And when she found out that that relationship wasn't quite over, she was trying to get out of this one, but she passed away. Hey, lady, how you doing? All right. So let's look at this other one. So yeah, she was trying to get away, but it was too late. Okay, now here we go with this one now. Let's look at this one. This is the one with the receipts and the facts, where one of the members of Sisters International has sent me their information. Hold on. Can y'all hear it? Oh, wait a minute. No, hold on. No, I'm sorry. I know. I forgot to share the screen. 1 second. So this is the one with the receipts, okay? This is the one where you're going to see where Sister International knows all this information, but they ain't telling us. They ain't telling us nothing.
Do you think you'd be happier as a boy?
All right, let's go.
And the demise of these women in the Gambia. Now, before we get started, I want to make this 100% clear that this is strictly my opinion. I'm strictly telling you what I think. What I think, people. Okay? So now that we've gotten that legality out of the way, this is strictly my commentary and my opinion. We shall continue. Now, what I think is going on in the Gambia with Sisters International and these women is a form of mind control, people. I think there's witchcraft going on. Because why would these women be coming to the Gambia, hooking up with these bumpsters, giving up all their money, being broke in the Gambia, suffering in the Gambia, go there with money, and within months, all the money is gone? And the common link is Sisters International. And when they pass away, who's the person to report it? Who's the person to seem to have all the information and want to control all the information? Sisters International. Yeah, let's continue. So you're probably saying, oh, Kiki, that sounds ridiculous. These women are practicing mind control on these other women. Yeah. In my humble opinion, I think they are. And why do I think they are? Because for one, why are these women following them blindly and aimlessly like they are, without question? These women say anything and they believe it. They know these women are liars. They know that in this little group, this little support group, they say one thing about these deaths, and then they say publicly something else. So they know they're liars, but yet they still follow them. That's a sign there's mind control going on. They can't make decisions for themselves anymore. So let's look at this. One of the ways you know when somebody is being controlled mentally, when mind control is going on, is that the person will do things that they wouldn't normally do. They'll date people they won't normally date.
All right, what do we see now? Cynthia, not Cynthia. I'm sorry, Cynthia. I know you watching, Cynthia, but I'm coming back to you, girl. But Veronica, look who she's dating. Somebody she would normally date. We all are asking the question, why is she dating this man? Why? How in the world does she even find this man attractive? Because she's mind controlled. Her mind is controlled. And if you think it's difficult to do mind control, you better think again, people, because it's all on the internet. It's all on the internet. All you got to do is Google it, and they'll show you how to do it.
They'll do things they wouldn't normally do. Now, if you notice, these women and Sisters International V are all involved with bumpsters. They all come there. It's like they hook them up with these bumpsters and they become the opportunity to the bumpster, his opportunity for an improvement of a better life. Because you see in the video, you heard Veronica say she wasn't there to sponsor them. Most of the men she was meeting wanted someone to sponsor them. So that's another way you know. Why are they being introduced to these bumpsters? Why are they finding these bumpsters attractive and they normally wouldn't talk to them? They normally wouldn't do business with a bumpster, but all of a sudden.
Okay, so the people who don't know, this is Audrey, and that's her husband. Audrey is the lady that when she passed, suspiciously, she was fine and healthy, same thing. She just got all this money, moved to the Gambia, hooked up with this bumpster shortly after she got there. Well, she was with Invest Relocate. See, this is what I'm telling you. She was with Invest Relocate Africa, which was Crazy Boy and Art Cathy. She was with them initially. But when the Dusty Divas blew up Invest Relocate Africa, it left people scrambling for a support network. So then she turns to Sisters International. See, they picked up a couple of those people that ran away from Invest Relocate Africa. So then she hooks up with Sisters International. And then she's on her own. Because see, when she was with Invest Relocate Africa, she was staying at their bed and breakfast, which is Red Elvin's B&B. So they were safe. She was safe there. But after she left there, and she hooks up with Sisters International, they don't know what happened to her. They said when she was there, she was with this bumpster. They were trying to warn her, but she didn't listen. I think that's what they said. I don't remember. I'm going to take that part back because I don't remember if that was them or somebody else. But either way, she was with the bumpster. She had lost, I don't know how much money already dealing with these bumpsters, but this was the one that we talked about. She passed away first, then Beverly, and now Veronica.
Sudden, the bumpsters are their business partner. All of a sudden, they're investing money into the bumpsters. All of a sudden, they're living with the bumpsters. All of a sudden, they're married to the bumpsters.
For $9.99, get a 2-topping medium pizza and breadsticks. This deal is only for pickup. You must use promo code PKUP9.
And some of them know that this isn't right, but they can't control it. That's why they keep it a secret. That's why I feel like Veronica didn't want us to know she was in love with this man, but it was obvious. She made over 22 videos about Jack.
It was more than that, y'all. That channel should have been named Jack's Corner. It was more than 22. I stopped counting at 22. I stopped counting at 22 because I'm like, oh, wow. No, Veronica, this was your dude. You was in love with him. And look at this picture. You can tell this dude, Jack, even though he looks rough, he's young. He's young. This dude is either in his late 20s or early 30s. He told Veronica he was 41. That's a lie. He's not 41.
And who is Jack? We don't know. Sisters
Look at it.
International know.
Look at it.
That's one way we know, people, witchcraft is being used here. Because these women are involved with people and men they would not normally be involved with. Now, I'm going to present you some evidence. Now, you tell me, we all see Veronica. We can tell this is a woman of caliber. This is just not a trashy woman. Now, you tell me, is this something Veronica would do? Would she be hanging out at 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning doing this in the United States?
I can tell you now, no. That's how you know something's wrong. This woman, I think they said Veronica was 60. This is a 60-year-old woman. She ain't hanging out in the United States doing this. No. She's not hanging out with nobody who look like that, who act like that in the United States. No, she's not. So why would she go to Africa and do it? Her mind is being controlled by something outside of herself, in my opinion.
With a person like this, and I'm not talking about this man. I'm not putting him down in no shape, form, or fashion, but I'm just saying there's levels to this. And frankly, this man is not on Veronica's level. So consider this video and tell me what you think.
So it's about, I don't know, midnight. Yeah. And me and Jack. And this is Mr. Brown color. Mr. Brown color, yes. So we out here just kicking it. We can do this.
Look at that, y'all. Come on,
Hey,
Veronica.
hey.
Oh my God.
See, we can do this, y'all.
Oh my God.
We just have to change
Look
our
at that.
lives.
Yeah, look at
We're
that.
gonna do good, you know. We're gonna be good.
So you all tell me, does Jack look like somebody Veronica would normally date? Does
Yeah.
Jack
Do
look like
Jack look like somebody Veronica would normally talk to?
Veronica?
Does Jack look like Veronica's type? Do Jack look like somebody Veronica would date? Because they were dating.
Are
Mind
on the
control,
same
people.
level? Like I said, this is how you know that mind control is going on, because she's doing things she wouldn't normally do. Now, let's look at the second way you know mind control is going on. Another reason, in my humble opinion, that I believe that Sisters International is engaged in mind control, which is witchcraft, which is black magic, is because they seem to control these women's thoughts. You heard me. They control their thoughts. That's another sign. And the way they're doing this, let me show you. So what you're looking at here is a message that V, the leader with the blonde hair.
Okay. This is one of those, my receipts. This is where she's saying to the secret group. This was not ever supposed to get out to us. The only reason this is out now is because someone in that group leaked this information to me. Okay? That's how I got this information. There needs to be more investigation into the matter. If the front door was open and if there's evidence of being broken into again. Now, I got a question. I just read this. What I'm saying is, I just noticed this reading this. It doesn't sound like she was on scene. She said she was there. When the police was there, when everything happened, she was there. And then the police said, oh, she had an asthma attack and died. She said she was there. But Right here. It doesn't sound like she's there. It sounds like somebody's telling her this because she's saying that if the door was open and if there's evidence of her being broken into again, she's saying if. If you were there, you wouldn't be saying if. You would be. That's why I didn't understand it when I first got it. I didn't understand what she was saying, and I had to keep reading it. And then I realized, oh, she's saying that the house was broken into again. If so, that means somebody's saying to her the house was broken into. She wasn't there, which is another lie. Sisters, please, if you live alone, this is her talking to her little clickly click click. Please, if you live alone, think of an emergency. Well, whatever. Why didn't you tell them back then? Why didn't you tell Veronica and all the other ladies that? So let's look
This
at
was
this.
not natural. They knew this was not peaceful.
This is instead of them
They
telling us
presented
what I
to the
just told
public.
y'all, right? Instead of
Presented
them
to
telling
the
us,
public. This is what they presented.
hold on. Instead of them telling us that the house had sold shards of break-in, that somebody had broken into the house again, and that the door was open, instead of them telling where Veronica was found, instead of them telling us that, this is the lie they told us.
Presented to the public. Our dear sister has passed away sometime on Tuesday night / Wednesday morning. So it was early in the morning. What, between 3 and 5 p.m., the time that the break-ins occur? And how do they know that? How do they know that? Due to an asthma attack in her home in the Gambia. Further investigations are underway. Who's investigating, people? That's a blatant lie. And how do they know it was asthma? That's even a bigger lie. This is the message that she presented to the public, people. This is what she told us. This is what she wanted us to believe. But all along, Sisters International knew. They knew that Veronica's door was open, and they knew that there was signs of a break-in. They knew this was not natural. They knew this was not peaceful. They knew this was not asthma. Because they said, the leader, said herself. The queen narcissist says herself that there needs to be further investigation because her door was open. And there were signs of a break-in, of another break-in, people. This is another break-in, not the first break-in. This is the second break-in. But she comes to the public and she tells us something completely different than what she says in her secret girl group. And guess what? Everybody in the international girl group, they don't have access to those messages that I'm showing you guys. Only her secret friends, probably her biggest donors, have access to these messages. And if they're not donating money, they've got something else she wants. That's why she's giving them access to this secret. She's got like a secret society inside Sisters International. And they're getting these messages. So, they want to control what you think. They want to control our mind. They want to control your...
All right, hold on. Let's go down here. So,
your thoughts.
Let's look at this. This is another one. This is something else that came out of that group. But that's why this is done, because I want to control the narrative. I want to present out there the picture I want you to see. I'm not going to tell you the reality. Although the picture I'm showing to you, you can wind up dead from that picture. Yeah, you could round up unalive from that picture. But I'm not going to show you, I'm going to show you that picture anyway. And nobody better not ask him or question me about the truth. because I'm not telling the truth, because the truth is going to affect my bottom line. So let's finish this. That's what she's saying on this one.
This group is clearly trying to control these women's thoughts. Now they're thinking. Now she wants to make them think one of them is giving me information when she doesn't even know. But she's manipulating the situation because she's controlling their thoughts. And what did I tell you? This is one of the main reasons Sisters International is practicing witchcraft and black magic by using mind control, in my humble opinion.
So let's go
There's
back to
more.
what she was saying about me. So this is what she was doing
I
now.
told y'all, the other groups.
She's trying to convince people in this group. She's there in both of the groups. They're telling each other, there's this Kiki Loves Nigeria lady who's going around talking about us. We need everybody to go to YouTube and complain about our channel. Because if we all join together and complain about her channel, we can get her channel shut down and we can get her gone. YouTube don't care about your complaints unless you're breaking their policy. All of them complaining, YouTube can care less. Because they couldn't name one policy that I was breaking. Okay? So this is what they do. So they get together. And I told you this is what they were doing. All the time when Cynthia and Rick got together to do this, to try to destroy my reputation, this is what they do. They get in their little cliques and they say, let's go do this. This is what they do. So she says, I've had many calls from people who are angry and reporting her channel to YouTube. They have named Sisters International in this group, and they have forwarded things Veronica and we have said. This is so sad. Capitalizing on someone's death. How is that capitalizing? But this is how she wants to spin it. She's trying to control their mind. It's not that she thinks I'm capitalizing, because she knows I'm not. She doesn't want people to look into what she's doing. She doesn't want me to reveal what she's doing. So she's got to twist the story. So these people will attack me. I'm sorry to have to report this, but we are going to be closing the support group. As you all know, one of our sisters has passed away, and certain sisters in the support group have been passing information to others who have used the information for their YouTube channel, spreading damaging information about the sisters who have passed. Now, y'all know that's a lie. But see, she got to twist it. She got to manipulate, because these people don't know who I am. She got to manipulate their minds. That's why they're coming on my channel so angry and don't know nothing about me. Because she's put this poison in their minds about me. She manipulates their minds, in my opinion. That's what's going on. Because this is far from the truth. She couldn't even tell you what. Nobody said. What did she say? How was she doing that? Nobody questioned her. They just believe her. So listen. The other groups who were made, she closed the group. She said, damaging information about the sister who passed away. So why would you close the group? Because I'm spreading damaging information about the sister that passed away. Manipulator. You see what I mean? It's not damaging information about the sister that passed away. It's damaging information about Sisters International and the role they played with the sister passing away. Because why would you want to close a group for that? That doesn't even make sense. But this is the mind control message they sent the general group. Now, this isn't what they sent the big group. They sent this to the general group. The groups will remain open. Also, sisters living in the Gambia. So this is just the other groups that remain open. So they kept some of the groups open, but they did close the Sisters International group because one of my other friends in the Gambia is a member of that group. And she called me. Actually, she called me and asked me what was going on because the group she was in Sisters International, they had closed it down. So they did do that.
Remain open. And if you need to contact us, email us Again, how do you know witchcraft, black magic, mind control is going on? Because they try to control your thoughts. This group is clearly trying to control these women's thoughts. Now they're thinking. Now she wants to make them think one of them is giving me information when she does. There's more. So, remember, what did I tell you? They try to control your thoughts. And that's what they're trying to do. But the rest of us are not under their mind control spell. So we can see through it. So this is what else the lady V said in the group. I just thought you knew how Veronica was selling food from her house and had signs posted pointing to the way there, which means to her house. This could have made her a target. Now, I thought you said she passed away from asthma, Sisters International. I thought you said there was no foul play, Sisters International. Why didn't you tell us this? You told your secret girl group this. Why didn't you tell us that you even felt like Veronica had been a target of foul play because...
But they didn't tell us that. Please take me to court. You didn't tell us that. Here's another one that says that they know that there's herbs that can make you look like you're having an asthma attack, but you're really poisoned. Why didn't you tell us this? Let's go to
certain
court.
Herb and root here that can suppress breathing and make it look like you're having an asthma attack. So this...
Why didn't you tell us that? This was all in the secret girl group. This was not public information. I read to you what she told the public. I read that. This is not what she told us. She knows. And how do you even know that? How do you, the UK lady, how do you know that there's herbs in the Gambia and roots that can make you suppress your breathing and make it look like you're having an asthma attack and you die? How do you know that? And why didn't you tell us that? Business lady, you're there to protect us, to make sure our transition goes smoothly. Why did you withhold this information from us? I want to know. Now listen to this.
So this is what she says to the secret girl group. Wonder if it was a panic/heart attack or asthma. Wonder who here diagnosed that to be the cause of death. Let me repeat that. Didn't she tell us she was there?
Yes.
Didn't she tell us the policeman told her? That's what
Yes,
she said.
she did.
That's what she came on my channel and said, right?
Yes, that's what she said.
Well, let's repeat what she told the secret girl group. She told them, wonder if it was a panic/heart attack or asthma. Wonder who here diagnosed that to be the cause of her death. Like I said,
But she told us
nobody knows how Veronica died.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I wish for the amazing new iPhone 15
Let me
Pro.
go back. She told us it was the police, remember? Remember what she told us? Remember she told us it was the police. She said she was there. And remember she said the police? But the police told her, and I'm like, the police told you? How do the police know?
We are hard-working Americans.
This is what's important to us.
Options for reliable power.
Police don't do that.
Didn't she tell us the policeman
But
told her?
Didn't
she tell us the policeman told her? That's what she said. That's what she came.
She asked him. She said, wondering if it was a panic attack, a heart attack, asthma attack. It had to be some kind of attack, huh? You don't know what happened. You shouldn't have put them lies out there like you know, like you did know. Then look what she says after that. Veronica was a healthy person.
Well, let's repeat what she told the secret girl group. She told them, wonder.
Hold on, y'all. I think that's all the receipts on this one. Yeah, it is. But I wanted y'all to see the receipts in that video. Okay? Because why would you tell us something completely different? Why would you tell us something completely different than what really happened? Why would you spend that long? Why? Why? That's what we're trying to understand. Because in your girl group, it doesn't even sound like you were there. It doesn't even sound like you were there. All right, y'all, let me get these comments real quick. So I don't know what's going on. Because you say one thing in public, and then you say something else to your secret girl group. So let's get these comments. You say something. Hold on, y'all, I'm trying to get this comment up here. It says, Africa isn't for everybody. Africa will chew you up and spit you out if you're weak. You have to have a different type of energy to live in Africa. You do. You have to have a whole different type of vibe to live over there. And you can't be like this. These people don't have what it takes. They're manipulators. They manipulate every situation. They manipulate people because they're not telling these people the truth. And I don't get that. I don't know why. You're supposed to be consulting people, but you're not telling them the truth. What is so? I don't know. That's what I don't know, y'all. That's what I don't know. I don't know that. That's the question I keep pondering in my head. What are you gaining by not telling these women the truth? What are you gaining by just letting these women get in situations and they pass away? What are you gaining? And I don't know. Unless then I thought maybe they list her as the next of kin, and she get an inherit their stuff if they pass their merchandise if they pass away. I mean, not their property. I don't know. She was beautiful and smart. They are intimidated by these types of women. Don't be surprised if they took part in the demise. See? Yeah. Sisters International was not her friend. They didn't like Veronica like that. They pretended, but they didn't like Veronica. She was too smart. She was too pretty. She was too on her stuff. She was too about Veronica. She was too self-confident. She was too self-assured. They did not like this woman. I can tell you they didn't like this woman. Because if they would have liked this woman, they would have told this woman the truth about Africa. They would have told her the truth about the situation she's getting herself in. It's not cute, cut, and dry. The U.S. spouse has to initiate the K-1 visa for the foreign spouse. Not all the time. That's not true. That is not true. And also pledge for that. That's not true. No, because I looked it up for Danita's case. Because all you got to say, we were planning on filing and she passed away. That's all you got to say. We didn't get around to it, sir, Mr. Government. We didn't get around to it. So what you're saying is completely untrue. It is completely untrue. It's completely untrue. If your application is in the process, it's going to be approved. But if the application was not filed, you would file it. And you can say that. We were about to file it and she passed away. It cannot happen if the husband has unalived her text green game over. Her text, I don't know what that means. No, you don't have to do none of that. You don't have to do none of that if your spouse passes away. You can easily say, we were going to do it. And she got sick and she just died. But she always wanted me to come to the United States with her. And they're going to say, okay. We don't know. She passed away. We don't know. All we know is you were her husband. So yeah, let us give you a green card. Sure, here you go. New age, that's what we want to know. Give any information. This one says, dang, I missed it. I have to watch the replay. Oh, no, that's okay. I always watch the replay. Home Rob, that is out of jail. What? Rob is home. Rob Rack is out of jail. Okay, that's for you. Homes, Black Home, Righteous Home. They talking to you. Uh, everybody has something to gain when it comes to money. You ain't never lied. Everybody got something to gain when it comes to money. Everybody. Everybody got their hand in the pot. F stop. I know he sounds humble. Oh, okay. They talking about that now. Home sounds stupid. It sounds stupid to me. He is back. Okay, hold on now. This is something we ain't talking about. Let me get out the conversation. Okay, now this one says, my apologies. I stepped away from it for a few. I'm in Babylon. Oh, she must be talking to somebody too. Oh, they are. They talking about something. Okay, y'all, this ain't got nothing to do with us. Let's go past this. I swear he has shit. Yeah. You notice that? And did you notice? I noticed when Veronica and him would talk. Like the video when she's at his house, he's at her house, and it's in January, and they're sitting outside. Notice how he looks away from Veronica. He never gives her real eye contact. He never gives her real eye contact. And that let me know you can't trust him. You can't trust somebody who doesn't look you in the eye. He never looked her in the eye. Never. He never looked her in the eye. She probably didn't even know that he looked like that 40-ounce drinking everything smoking yet. Because I guarantee you, in her eyes, he didn't look like that. He didn't. They won't look the way they look when you're under this mind control spell. They won't. They'll look good to you. They'll look good as gold to you. No, you're right. She didn't know he looked like that. She probably didn't even know anyone that looked like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I read it wrong. But again, she doesn't see him. What we see it, she don't see that. She can't see that because she's under the mind control. Somebody else said he looked like that. 40-ounce standing on the corner, smoke Newports, smell like beer. I said he looked like he smelled like beer and cigarettes. Intelligent Black African women lower their standards when they come to Africa. Why? Good question. And that's when you should keep in mind because there's educated men in Africa. We call it slumming. Oh no, I don't want to be slumming ever. Jack is just an opportunist. Yeah, he was. Jack is an opportunist. That's all he is. That's all he is an opportunist. But why not warn us about the opportunists? You know, as Sisters International is this big consulting firm, and they're consulting women and teaching women, why aren't they teaching them about the opportunists who can really hurt your repat journey? But they're keeping all this information to themselves. Someone in that group, oh, no, sorry. Oh, hold on. Africa was the place to be and possibly live, but it seems like it has lost its momentum. My spirit isn't feeling it like I was a few years ago. See, that's what I'm saying. If they would have been telling the truth all along, giving us information all along, instead of painting Africa like it's this wonderful place and that we're going to go there and our lives are going to be changed and we're not going to have no problems, that's a complete lie. Maybe if they would have told us the truth about Africa, you wouldn't feel like that because you would know the reality. That's why I still go. I still go to Africa. I like Africa. I love Africa. I love to go. I love to explore. I love to discover Africa. But I know the realities of Africa. So I can say wholeheartedly, yes, I love Africa. I love the good, I love the bad, and I love the ugly. Because there's good, bad, and there's ugly. It is. It's good, bad, and ugly. I embrace all of it because it's who Africa really is. And if you can't embrace the good, the bad, and the ugly of Africa, then you're not embracing Africa, and you're doing Africa a disservice. You're treating Africa like she's a child. She's not a child, people. She's a grown woman. She's a grown woman. Okay. Someone in that group is scared, doesn't want to be there. Yeah, they are. Somebody in that group is real scared because they're giving up this information because they're terrified because you don't know who's next. I showed y'all the mail from the scammer group. I showed y'all what that said. Was going to happen to all of the AAs. I showed y'all that. And the Black British, I showed y'all that. They're terrified. That's why they're sending me the information because they want y'all to know. They want us to know what's going on. They want us to know. Why slum? Why? Why slum in Africa when you can slum? If I'm a slum, I'm going to slum in the United States. At least I can go to the pantry there and get some food. There ain't even no pantries to go to over there. You just over there hungry and hopeless. Just hot and hungry. Just hot and hungry with nothing. Someone you know might see you and you might tell people. So somebody's saying, hi. That's why I'm bummed. I'm bummed that Blonde specifically said asthma attack at first, when then spoke about the herbal that would mimic asthma. Exactly. She said she had an asthma attack. And then she tells us about the herbs and the roots that mimic asthma. How does she know that? But she didn't tell us, remember, she kept it to her secret girl group. So they knew it was foul play. They just wasn't telling us, in my opinion. Because why are you having this conversation about foul play, but you're not saying it to us? Why are you doing that? You're not saying it to us. You're saying it to each other. Why are you doing that? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm curious about, people. Why are they doing that? Why aren't they telling us why are they withholding information? And I thought companies can't withhold information like that will affect your decision to come or invest with them or do business with them. You can't withhold information like that. Who's investigating? She never did tell us. Mic drop. Right. Nobody. And why or how did that woman from SI get there so fast? That's what I want to know. How did you get there so fast? How did you even know? This is what I want to know. Exactly, people. This is what I want to know. Exactly. How did she get there so fast? How did someone know to call her? Exactly. How did they know to call her? Exactly. Who was Veronica's family not listed as a who wasn't listed as her emergency contact? This is what we need to know. But instead of her answering those questions, she threatens to take me to court. She's threatening to sue me like I'm scared. Girl, I hope you do. I hope you follow through on that threat. Yep, I sure did. I don't play with her. I told her I'm not playing with her. I'm not playing with her, honey. Not when we're over there dropping like that. I'm not playing with you. I'm serious. I told her I'm a dragon slayer, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I'm going to slay this dragon. This is a two-headed dragon. And I'm going to slay this two-headed dragon. The women are older and most are available are younger and broke looking sugar for a sugar mama. A 20 to 40-year-old man in the US will not bother with a woman 15 to 30 years old older than him. Not unless you're looking for somebody to take care of him. Some of them do that here too. But you can get them young girls to take care of them here too. Uh, their relationships are gross in the US. Wasn't Veronica doing business? But yeah, she had that was another thing that created jealousy. She had two businesses she was running out of her house, y'all. She was selling the chicken. Now that sounds good. The fresh ground chicken. She was selling that. And she was also selling on Saturdays, she would have American Breakfast Cafe at her house. So you could come to her house on Saturday mornings and she would cook breakfast and it was an American breakfast. And when you're in the Gambia, trust me, you'll be dying for an American breakfast because we don't eat pork and beans and wieners for breakfast. I was a seller on Veronica's channel, started seeing section. She was deleted. Yeah, I bet that was sad. I bet that was sad to just all of a sudden. Because when I saw it, I was shocked. I was truly shocked when I saw it. Yeah, I was truly shocked when I saw it. I don't know her, but yeah, this is real sad. It's real sad. It's real sad. This is very sad. Yeah, they're, yeah, I know they are. They see that they so mad they don't know what to do. That's good for them, though. That's good for them. You think you're gonna kill God's people and keep getting away with it? You think you're gonna keep on misinforming God's people and getting away with it? God is not gonna let that happen. Something is going on over there, and we need to know what it is. All of this drama going on in the Gambia is so bad. It's giving the Gambia a bad. It shouldn't give the Gambia a bad name. It's not the Gambia that's doing this. This is foreigners. Not one time did we say Gambia. This should not be. This is not Gambia. This lady is from the UK. She ain't no Gambian. Veronica's from America. We're talking about how the foreigners act in Gambia. Poor Gambia has no control over how the UK people act and how the American people act once we get there. That's all about us. We are not talking about Gambia. We're talking about what these people are doing in Gambia. This isn't a Gambia issue. This is a foreign people issue. So I don't know how Gambia looking bad. She talks too much, like most of those people making herself. Yeah, she's making herself look like a suspect. She is a suspect. Yep, she is a suspect. Yes, this is for life. Life insurance. So you think it's life insurance? You think they got life that she might? We don't know. We don't know. I lived there for 2 years. Well, tell us about your experience because you've been trying to reach out to me. So tell me about your experience. You're on my live right now. Tell us about your experience. You lived there for 2 years. You said you were poisoned several times in the Gambia. Tell us about it. Please tell us about it. You got a live audience of 70, 68 people on here. Tell us about it. Welcome to the live. Okay. Tell us all about it, please. How was SI being a support group to Veronica when they were probably knew she only had? Yes. But according to them, they're helping out these women. She only had to, they couldn't pay her, she was 3 months behind. So how was she supporting anybody? That woman was 3 months behind on her rent. They ain't support nobody but themselves. Telling y'all. I'm trying to get to these comments real quick, y'all. So we can go on and get off of here. We've been on here for a minute. Then we're gonna start with part 2 when I'm gonna do the other 3 videos and then we'll be done. Then we'll do another live and we'll talk about those. Oh, this is too far. We'll talk about those. We'll talk about that information that we see. Okay. We'll talk about the other information. Let me get back down here. I understand she was. No, we read that about her being vested in debt. So this is. Up that one. Hold on. I'm getting there. Once again. Okay, here it was. Several people. I have heard. Let me put this there. I have heard several people say that when you move to West Africa, their asthma cleared up. I am assuming because the environment and the climate. But not according to Sisters International. I think they said Audrey died from an asthma attack. According to them, your asthma you don't even have asthma. You develop it when you get there. When you're a spiritual person, you can tell about your dreams because it isn't for everybody. You can't tell people about your dreams because it isn't for everybody. It's only for you to hear. You just have to listen. He's right. Just JJ is absolutely right. You got to listen. Because the person you tell it to, they're not going to understand your dream. And that's a message from God to you. She wasn't listening. She kept missing the message. Something definitely is up. Yeah, something is way up. Something is way up. Those women in SA are Caribbean. Oh, well, they said they was from the UK. The two leaders, really, they said they was from the UK. Okay, y'all. So let's go. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this video so we can do this last one and get up out of here. And this one is
Who's hungry? Get a free large 2-topping pizza today when you sign up because of Vinny's rewards.
Cupcakes I made this morning.
Now look at these cupcakes, y'all.
These are for Jack. Today's his birthday, you guys. I'm gonna surprise him with these banana nut pudding cupcakes infused with brandy. Yeah, the stick y'all looking at, that's brandy. Infused with brandy, drizzled with caramel, and the filling is banana pudding, y'all. This is so good. I tasted them today. Jack's culture, they don't celebrate birthdays. I don't think he's gonna even remember today's his birthday, but today we're gonna surprise him. We're gonna be, I'm with a group, Facebook group, and we're all gonna be getting together today on the beach.
Did you hear what she said? She's with a Facebook group, and we're all gonna be getting together today. That's Sisters International. Remember, Sisters International lady lied. She said she didn't know who organized the party. It was organized by somebody, and she just went. That's a lie. Veronica organized the party, and this was for the secret girl group party.
And y'all, we're gonna celebrate our brother because we need to start celebrating one another instead of trying to hurt one another. Happy birthday.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. On this episode of Kiki Loves Nigeria, I want to introduce you to Jack. Who is Jack, you say? Well, Jack is Miss Veronica's friend, as she calls him, business partner, friend. But I think Jack was much more than a friend. I think Veronica had deep feelings for Jack. So, let's talk about Jack. And what, if any, role did Jack play in what happened to Miss Veronica? All right, let's talk about it. First, let's meet Jack. Let me let Miss Veronica introduce you to Jack.
This is bittersweet. We just found out today that Jack actually has to move his coffee shop because they're going to be making a new craft market here. And we won't go into no real details, but at the end of the day, nothing's changed, you guys. We're gonna find another location. We're going Jack's Funnel Cakes. We're gonna be at the International Trade Fair on Saturday with Green Community. So you guys come on out there.
Look at Jack, y'all. Look at Jack. Jack ain't thinking about what she talking about. Look at Jack. Jack just looking around like whatever. Jack could care less. This is Veronica trying to build this man into something that is socially acceptable because she knows in her mind this relationship makes no sense.
Just eat some funnel cakes, but Jack is gonna say something now. So hey y'all.
Yes, guys, it's a sad news, Everybody's sorry, it's a sad news. So I want to do effort, but they tell me, that I have to move everybody here. It's not only me, but everybody surrounded by this place. They have to move, and they want to do something. They want to do something to it.
Yeah, families
So
gotta move.
let me tell my people, my customer, everybody, it's like this. You all know that, still you can create. Yeah, you can find some place, to do our photo cake and our everything, Yes, guys.
So basically, Jack had a coffee shop. I wonder
So
if
we're
that's
gonna
how
look
she
for
met
another
it.
location, y'all.
Thing that I noticed in this video was how she referred to everything as us and we. We're gonna do.
And that's when I knew she liked this dude. This is when I knew that she had feelings for this dude. Because every time she talked about this business, she would start off with Jack's coffee shop, Jack's this, Jack. Then she would move into us and we. And when you're talking about us and we, that means you see us as, you are seeing this as a relationship. You are seeing this as one unit moving together.
Do this. This is our business. We're gonna move here. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna do this. It's as if she's speaking for Jack. Because while she was talking, Jack was just looking around like, whatever,
But Jack is gonna say something now. So hey y'all.
Okay, now he just dropped again.
Dale un giro a tu mundo,
So this is the
cambiándote a
next step.
Spectrum One Stream.
Y ahora cuando agregas Spectrum y Plan Latino TV recibes el nuevo Sumo Streambox gratis.
She's into
do a lot together.
they're building this little shop, this coffee shop. So she's filming them building this coffee. She filmed Jack. Everything Jack did, she filmed. That's how I know she thought Jack was the stuff. Because she filmed every move Jack made.
Jack is a man, he handles his own
Listen
business.
to
He
her,
don't ask me
Jack.
for
Jack.
nothing. And
Wow, Jack sounds like a really nice guy, doesn't he? He sounds like Miss Veronica is just really met the one. Like they're working together. Any of this. So let's continue getting to know who Jack is.
Day 3, Jack is building his coffee shop. He's doing it the old-fashioned way, y'all. Hammering nails. And he got his friend G helping him. Yes, day number 3.
And I wonder what the friends were saying about her. I wonder what G said about her. I wonder what the conversations were about her. Notice them all got them little fake smiles when they see you.
Guys, Jack is building this coffee shop, and I'm so excited. Everything that he has decided to do, this is him. I didn't give Jack anything. Jack and I have been working together for about 4 months now. I didn't change his living situation. I don't buy him clothes, none of that. I don't worry about what he's eating because he's grown. Unlike everybody else that I've dealt with here in the Gambia, trying to do business, wanting to do partnerships, and really they just wanted sponsorships. But I'm so grateful that Jack is a man of his word. If he say he's gonna do something, he does it. I'm so glad because I've worked with so many of us working together. Nobody has to lose. Why do somebody got to get taken? Why somebody got to get got? What's with that? Jack, I've seen Jack go through a lot of different obstacles, y'all. People have stolen from him. They've stolen our stuff. And Jack prevails. I don't know where Jack's
on Monday.
So did y'all hear that? They've stolen from Jack. They've stolen our stuff. Our stuff. They stole it from Jack, but she reads into our stuff. This lady was in a relationship with Jack. We need to talk to Jack to see exactly what happened to the body.
Somebody that she could have a relationship with. Although I did notice he was a bumpster. But I knew Veronica was on this mission, and I just thought she was trying to do something different until I realized she was a member of Sisters International.
Yeah, she was a member
And you
too.
know, the bumpsters go along with being a member of Sisters
Now look at this
International.
next clip. What's going to happen here?
Jack and Veronica appear to be on their way to becoming one of the power couples in the Gambia with their coffee shop and their what are they selling along with it? Oh, tacos, breakfast tacos. Yeah, well, that is until this happened. Check this out, people. I thought personally that let me let you watch the clip and then I'll respond.
So good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's 6:36 here in the morning, and I'm on the corner of Fajada and Atlantic Avenue. I'm here on behalf of Jack's Corner because we're doing breakfast tacos. I changed it to tacos from burritos. And we should be opening in about 30 minutes, but this is the problem. Not 30, yeah, about 30 minutes. Jack is not here. He didn't show up, y'all. Bad business. He didn't show up. I brought all the supplies, everything myself, except for the tables and the propane. Jack is aware that when you're doing business with somebody, you have a business, whatever you say, you need to produce that. You need to be a business and a person of integrity.
She said, I bought all the supplies. I brought everything except the table. Wow. I thought it was Jack's coffee shop. Sound like it's your coffee shop.
Avenue. I'm here on behalf of Jack's Corner because we're doing breakfast tacos. I changed it to tacos from burritos. And we should be opening in about 30 minutes, but this is the problem. Not 30, yeah, about 30 minutes. Jack is not here. He didn't show up, y'all. Bad business. He didn't show up. I brought all the supplies, everything myself, except for the tables and the propane. Jack is aware that when you're doing business with somebody, you have a business, whatever you say, you need to produce that. You need to be a business and a person of integrity. We said 7 to 10 a.m. Explain to him the first time, 7 to 10. You need to be at my place picking up everything by 5:45.
Look, you need to be at my place at 5:45. You need to be here at 6:30. She's orchestrating all of this. But then she comes and say, oh, this is Jack's business. No. She was doing this trying to bring stability into Jack's life. And what is this? Why do you got to say, I don't feed Jack, I don't clothe Jack, I don't know where Jack sleeps? What? That's how you know this ain't normal. Don't know relationship. Those thoughts don't even come into your mind about a relationship.
Because things are going to go wrong. We want to be able to serve the first food at 7, period. It's a drive-through. People have things to do. People are going to work. There's stuff people got to do. And if we say it, because it's our business, and we say 7, we need to be ready. Dealt with it on Monday. Here we are, second day, Tuesday. But what
she said it's our business. If this is our business, so it is their business. All right, so let's go down here. So she done established this business with Jack. She's spending all her money. I guess she done got some money from somewhere. She said she was expecting a check. She said she was expecting that, but she didn't know when she was going to get it. So she didn't say a check. I'll take that out. She said I was expecting money. So maybe she's got the money because she's got to have some kind of money, y'all, because she's buying everything. Y'all see she made them cupcakes. She's buying everything to make this business go around. So now she's left there. And now this is somehow that was in 2021. So I'm thinking it's over because she said she was never going to talk to him again. But y'all look, this is January of 2022.
Oh, winter. We're in a tropical island, y'all. Winter. You know, we have winter too.
And I want y'all to check something out.
We have spring.
That didn't like
and
what she was saying about
board.
He
Trade
felt like
Fair
she was
in the
belittling
Gambia,
him.
the
Okay, now look at
International
this.
Trade Fair in the Gambia in 2022. So she obviously started back seeing Jack after all of this happened. So now we're going to move up to 2022.
So good morning, Saturday morning. I'm here with Jack. We're finna play this game that we call.
Pay attention to his face when she's saying this about the winner. Pay attention to what he's saying. Because she's laughing at him like, hell, silly, y'all don't have winter. Y'all don't have winter. She called it a tropical island. It's not an island. It's not an island at all. It's connected to the mainland. It's not an island. But look at his face. He didn't appreciate that. And he's trying to explain we do have winter. We have seasons. So he didn't appreciate what she was saying. And he didn't like that. And that's the first thing I peeped about 2022. So look at this.
Oh, King Queen. We actually recycled everything. These are markers, and we did the board. Anyway, me and Jack is playing a game here, and he's complaining. Not complaining. He's not complaining. He would just say.
And look how she got the camera on off of the tunnel.
It's cold. That's why he's in the sun. Because I said, "Hey, Jack, get out the sun." He said, "No, it's winter time. I have to be in the sun." And so for everybody in any other part of the world,
this is our winter.
We're in a tropical island, y'all.
Winter. You know, we have this is our winter.
We're in a tropical island, y'all.
Winter. You know, we have winter too. We have rainy season, we have spring, you know, we have
But this is our winter here in the Gambia, and it's absolutely beautiful, y'all. It's like 80.
But you know what? This don't look like that house, y'all. This look like that apartment. Because see how they're up high right here? So she ran out of money in September of 2021. Okay? Because this is like she's still in that apartment. The house, it was flat, remember? And it had, the floor was the. This is not that house. This is that apartment where, so in 22, she was still in that apartment. Let's finish.
Degrees. Welcome to the Gambia. This is how we do it in Africa.
From the sound of things, sounds.
So that's what I noticed about that clip. He didn't appreciate what she was saying to him. Okay, and like I said, that was January. She's still in the apartment. She hasn't moved to the house. You can tell he doesn't like the little things that she's saying to him, but he's just tolerating it. You see what I mean? Like, I really don't like you, lady. I'm just tolerating you. I'm not stupid. We do have seasons over here. You're the one that's stupid because you think we don't have seasons and you think this is an island and it's not. Yeah. Even though he didn't say that, that's what he meant. And then we go to March. And then they're still together, right? His birthday's in March. She makes the cupcake. She arranges this birthday party.
Sounds like Veronica and Jack's birthday. But March would be the last time we would see Jack on Veronica's channel. What I heard was that Veronica wanted to keep her relationship a secret. She didn't want people to know that she was involved with someone. That someone, I think, was Jack. And I think it was obvious that she was in love with the man because the sheer amount of video. So I don't know if
So what I heard was she didn't want people to know about her relationship with Jack. So she kind of kept that hush. Okay. So she didn't want people to know. So that's why all of a sudden she quit talking about it. Okay.
They said goes by
and we
the
didn't
name
see him anymore. That's one angle. Or it could be they broke up again. We don't know. But then this is what I found later. Someone sent me this. And this came from the scammers group. Now look at this.
They put it up and said, anyone? And this was the response. They said, goes by the name Jack, involved with an American lady who passed, who targets.
I'm sorry.
Nobody had, responded. Then they put it up and said, anyone? And this was the response. They said, goes by the name Jack, involved with an American lady who passed in the Gambia last week. More info coming to light. Apparently, her death coincided with a second burglary at her home.
Okay. So the scammer girl group, they knew. This is the Europe. This is coming from the European scammer group. The one that said that the Black Americans, the blacks and British, what people, all the us is going to be the unalived. This came from them. Now, what I want to know is how did they know about her house is broken into? How did they know that, and we didn't know that? How did they know about Veronica? That's why I think someone from Sisters International is in this scammers group. Because the picture how did they find out they were at the Gambia trade show? How did they find out all that? How did they find out Veronica had a YouTube channel? Because the picture they used came from Veronica's YouTube channel.
I know this guy from somewhere. It's one of the thieves who targets Tubas. Yeah. This is a post that was posted. Received information about that. So how do they know
that was that? That was all the receipts I have for that video.
In the scammers group, who are mostly Europeans, how do they know this?
All right, so let's go back now.
How do they know what Sisters International tried so hard to keep from us? How do they know? And they're talking about it so freely.
How do they know?
How do they know? And where is Jack? Why can't anybody find Jack? Nobody seems to know where Jack is, but everybody is looking for Jack. But I bet you somebody knows. Where Jack is. And I bet you somebody knows how these people know so much about Veronica's passing that Sisters International tried to keep a deep, dark secret. And that somebody is Sisters International. They know. They know how they found out the truth about Veronica's death.
Yeah, they know.
Because
they know the truth. They know how they found out.
Knew the truth.
She knew how she found out for real.
They just didn't want us to know.
They just ain't telling us.
I guess it was okay for the Scammers Group International to know. But it wasn't okay for the repack community to know.
Exactly. So let's look at this last one. So after I did that series, I was at that point, this point, I know something happened. I just don't know what. And I don't know why. I think it was some type of poisoning. I don't know if it was some type of fight. I don't know. Because we don't know. The story has changed so many times. Because when robbers are not murderers. You know what I mean? Somebody who robs you is not going to hurt you. That's not their MO. Their MO is to steal. Like on Friday, when what's his name said, I steal, I don't kill. So see, they don't do that. So this was a totally different thing. Was it staged to look like a robbery? Because how did a robbery turn into someone passing away? How? And because I'm asking these questions, because I'm digging, and because people are sending me information, I received this in the comment section. Yeah, in the daggone comment section of a post. This is what I received in the daggone comment section of a post. Can y'all believe that? I get up and I look at this. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, she can't be serious.
Males International.
Okay, now
I'm
first
sorry.
off,
I mean,
I am not Dana Dixon, Murray, or LaShawn A. Green. Now, see, they put these two women at risk now, because people think these two women are leaking information. They think these two women are really me, and it's not. People, this is not me. I told you I have a source. I shouldn't have said that, and I apologize. I didn't want to reveal my source, how I was getting the information. But I see I shouldn't have did that, because they went and that involved two women that have nothing to do with this. No, I don't even know these women. But see how dirty these broads are? They threw these two women name out there, and these two women have nothing to do with it. Somebody who's smiling in their face is sending me information. Yeah. So this is what they sent me, y'all. This is what they sent. This is what I received after making that series of videos.
Sisters International. My apologies. Sisters International. Why y'all keep sending me these silly comments? I don't know who Dana Dixon Murray is. That is not me. And I don't know who LaShawn A. Graham is. I don't use fake profiles, lady. That is not me. Okay? I don't know who these ladies are that you keep calling me, but they're not me. And look, if you want to go and sue me in court, then please do so. Please do so. Please sue me in court. Please do that if that's what you want to do, because I want to present all of my information to the court. All the information I have about you, your organization, and these three women who have passed away in the Gambia that were all connected to your organization. And you are the one who always put the message out about them dying. You seem to know what's going on, and I'm questioning you because you are the source. Yeah, I sure am questioning everything you do. So take me to court, please, so I can present my case in a court of law. I would love that. Please, Weak Females International. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean Sisters International. And again, I don't delete any of your sorry comments. YouTube does, because they're so full with insults. You can't say those things on YouTube, ma'am. Do what you're going to do. I'm waiting. And until then, more to come.
That's what they doing. They dreaming. That's exactly what they doing. They dreaming that they think I'm about to stop. You dreaming. That's why I put that on there, honey. You dreaming. If you thinking it's scaring me, honey. Veronica had many ideas for making money. Yeah, she did. They didn't have ideas like that. They can't create nothing. Evil people can't create anything. So that's what I received after making my series of videos. I didn't receive any answers. I didn't receive any answers to my question. I received it more like, how dare you? Who do you think you are questioning us? That's what I received. That's what I received. Yep, that's what I received. So let me go down here to these comments so we can get these comments, and then we're going to get off here. All right, y'all. Trying to see where we stopped at. Let's go right here. We're just going to start here. Okay, it says, was the door wide open? It didn't say, it said the door was open. She didn't say wide open. She said the door was open and there were signs of a break-in, and Veronica was dead in the house. That's what that's what was told to me. And I was trying to find out where. Like, was she in the living room? Was she in the bedroom? Where? Where? How do you know? How do you know his demise was natural if there was no autopsy? They don't know. So I don't know why they keep saying that. That just sounds so ignorant. You don't know. Doctors don't even know until they do an autopsy. That's why the doctor does the autopsy, because they need to know what caused the death. You don't know until you do the autopsy. Veronica was a real lady. I didn't like that bum she was trying to lift up. I didn't either. And that's what she was doing, honey, trying to lift him up. Trying to do something different. Not trying to judge a book by its cover. I know what she was trying to do. Not judge a book by its cover. Trying to be nice. That's what she was trying to do. Trying to be nice. Trying to give everybody an equal chance. Trying to see everybody else the same. Yep, that's exactly what she was trying to do. If I miss y'all comments, I'm sorry. They broke. I have none of these issues when I visit the continent because I move with the common sense. And this is with people of my, hey, Johan, I haven't seen you in so long. How you been? Exactly. You don't have those problems. I've been lots of times, 12 times. But they think I've only been one time for 2 weeks. See how stupid they are? What kind of healthcare system you have over there gives medical information to strangers? Right, exactly. I believe that when the police department gets cars, it'll get better. Oh, you think when they get cars, it'll get better? They're police, they don't have cars. Gambia is hilarious. But that's doubtful. They still have 40 years behind the rest of the world. Yeah, they do. So that's what y'all got to realize. They're really behind. Their development is not up to par with everybody else. They were colonialized where everybody else was growing and being free. They were still under European powers. They just became free. I said it again. If you want successful business in the U.S., what? If you weren't successful right in the U.S., if you aren't successful in business in the U.S., what makes you think you can be successful in Africa? Because acumen, I don't know what you mean. It's needed no matter where you are. Well, they think that. They think they could just become something in Africa. Maybe Jack's scared when he broke in that she had a heart attack. No, I don't know. But her heart was healthy. She didn't have heart problems. Sisters is dangerous out here in these streets. Have you heard on the swivel and trust nobody? Have you heard on a swivel and trust nobody? Anyone asking you too many personal questions, be weary. Don't tell them your business. No, don't tell nobody your business. You got to keep a low profile at all times. Pinky, your daughter has asthma bad. Pinky, I've been watching, just not the live. Oh, thank you. Okay, y'all. So that's all of them for tonight. I think I got all of them. Global TV. Let me see what he was talking about. Did I get your comment? Your Honor, we're living in the past. The doctors in the Gambia can tell what time Veronica's death. What? What did he say? We are living in the past. The doctors in the Gambia can tell the time of death. How? They can't just look at her and tell the time of death. How can they do that without testing? Decomposure. Oh, decomposition of the body. The body goes into different stages of decomposition. You're right. They can. Because the body starts to decompose. it starts to break down right away. So that's not going to tell you the cause of death. I'm sorry. You need an autopsy for that. All right. Did I get it all, y'all? Did I get everybody's comments? We're going to get off of here. What's this one say? So Jack's on the beach having a great time. I guess it's business as usual. He doesn't seem to be moved or probably doesn't care because he's got what he wanted. All in a day's work, I guess. And we're going to end it on that note because he's right. This person is right. I guess it was all in a day's work. Yeah. So we'll never know what's happened to Veronica because her body has been out for too long. The body, if it's not been buried, I'm sure it's very swollen. It's already been starting to break down. So we'll never know. But what we do know is that this was not natural. We do know what happened to Veronica is not natural. And we're going to keep asking the hard questions. And we're going to keep searching for the answers. And anybody in Sisters International who wants to send me information, please do so. I will keep your identity hidden 100%. As you see, I have not revealed one of my sources, not one. And I have lots of them. So if there's any woman out there or anybody in the Gambia or Jack, if you're even out there and you want to write me and let me know what happened, please do so because I'm going to stay on this. Now, the next video I'm going to produce will be tomorrow. And what we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to look at the food safety. What role did food safety play in this? Okay. Let's see. Pinky Wells, take it from me. I know the Gambian healthcare system a great deal. I was born. See, listen to this. My dad was okay. So you know it all because your dad was a doctor and your mom worked at the pharmacy. So you know everything. And we're supposed to take your word for it because you said so. That's a form of mind control, people. When people want you to do that, they want to control you. They don't want you to use your own brain. We think for ourselves, sir. We don't need you to tell us what to think, okay? Just because your parents was in the medical field doesn't mean you know how Veronica passed away. It doesn't mean that. Stop trolling any more of your third world nonsense. Oh, see. So they know Gambia TV. Yeah, you on here just trying to do some. No, we don't care about what you're talking about, dude. You're irrelevant, okay? Oh, yeah, okay. I figured as much. Let me go and get the trolling comment because I love him. I can usually figure out who they are. I know you had another one up here. Y'all, let's make sure we get all his foolishness up here. We want to see it. You are living in the past. The doctors they can tell the time of death. They cannot tell what time you die by looking at you. They can tell what stage of they might can look and see what kind of stage of decomposition your body is into. And rigor mortis is set in, they know, oh, it's been a couple hours. They can do that. But they can't tell how that person died by looking at them. That's a lie. That's a straight up lie. You got to do a death examination. You got to look at the organs. You got to look at the lungs. You got to cut tissue off. You got to do all of that. I've seen an autopsy, people, and it ain't nice. It ain't nothing I ever want to see again, and I wish I could unsee it and unsmell it. Yeah. And just when I said that, I smelled that smell. Human blood is a smell you don't ever want to smell. It smells very sweet, sickening sweet. Listen, take it from me. Trying to control you. I know the Gambian healthcare. Oh, I read this one. Take it from me. He know everything. Let me get all your comments up here, Mr. Trollman. I just want to make sure we get everything you got to say. All right, he must have just came out here. Oh, here's another one. Johanna, you're living in the. Okay, we already said that. He wants us to think that the doctors in the Gambia can just look at us and say, "Oh, that's how you die." All right, people. I think that's all we got for tonight. I will have a video for you tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys next Saturday where we're going to evaluate the other half of the information. Kiki knows the rainy season is a death trap for asthma patients. Exactly. That's how I know she didn't have asthma. Exactly. You're exactly right. It is. She didn't have asthma. She wouldn't have been able to survive one season in the Gambia with asthma. One season. She was there for 2 years. She was making videos up until the time she died. Not one time did she mention an asthma attack. So you're absolutely right. That's how I know this was not asthma and that it was a lie. That's how I know it was a lie. And like I said, we'll never know. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for spending time with me. This looks very suspicious. Yeah, it looks very suspicious. Like I said, if this was the United States, Sisters International will be called in for questioning because you're the common link to all three of these women. You are the common link. You are the one who wants to tell us something that's not true. You're the one saying they passed away from asthma, and then you're telling your girl group that the house was broken into for a second time the night Veronica passed away. You're telling us something complete. You're telling us that you were there. But obviously you weren't there because you're saying if this, if that. These are your own statements, ma'am. These are your own statements. I welcome your lawsuit. I can't wait to present my information in court. I can't wait to present my case in a court of law. I can't wait to let the officials know what I think is going on in the case. I can't wait. I'm so excited about it. So let me finish getting my facts together. Then I'm going to present the rest of my case next week. All right. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys. Have a good evening. Get some rest because I'll be right back at you tomorrow.